and you want to post the link on YouTube. The Violence Space radio station is still under construction. Hopefully, we'll be back with the Violence Space radio also. We're trying to make sure that as we go into this season, that we are fully armed with all the information, because the most important thing, as I always say on this platform, he who controls the media controls the future. It is very important to understand these things. And you see how they sent in their children of they sent in the children of darkness yesterday to try and infiltrate the whole atmosphere with false narratives. And it's very, very important how you guys rose up in your own armories and were like, no, 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 no. This shit was not going to fly. And some of them came again today to try and test the water. You guys said, no, 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 no. This is not going to fly. It is important to understand the power of the media. We are the new media. I say this all the time. For me, if there's anything I can do that I can do to make sure that what we say on this platform gets to 200 million people, that is what I'm thinking of every single day. How do we break new boundaries? How do we shatter new ceilings? That's how I'm thinking every minute. How do we penetrate where these guys are holding our people to ransom? And as I move towards that, I think please also, guys, if you have not watched the Emir Saddam show with David Hunde, you are on a very, very long team, because many things I'll be saying here today, probably I will be playing some of the tapes. Many things I'll be saying here today will be from that show, because David said a whole lot. And when I started seeing events happening from yesterday, it just seemed like deja vu. If you have watched it, you understand what I'm saying right now. That many things have been happening from just yesterday are things I and David spoke about just a few days on that episode. You just see it playing right before our eyes. These people are trying to fuck this country up. They have done the worst they can. They're trying to see how they can. And they have gotten to a point whereby I said on the When We Return to Violence, I said that where we are right now is at the point whereby they're trying to capture the spirit of the nation. They have captured everything. It's a total state capture right now. Everybody's bowing down. Everybody's kissing the rings. Everybody's making sure that and they consolidate on their political standing. Everybody's trying to make sure that they find themselves somewhere. We are at that point in time whereby Bola Ahmed Tinubu has, as we have predicted on this platform for years, he's going to capture every part, every institution in the country. What and where he can never capture, as far as I'm concerned, is the consciousness and the spirit of the Nigerian people. I know we are very, very easily distracted as a people. I know that we are people that we have what we are doing right now, we have never done it before. We are people that I say this all the time, Nigerians, we are masters at outsourcing our responsibilities to a messianic figure. We do not want to do what we are meant to do. We're not ready to stand up. But there's this spirit that Nigerians have, that individually you see us succeed everywhere across the world. It is that resilient spirit that we possess. And that is that spirit that this man is trying to crush politically, because our political consciousness just started up in 2023. As a people, we have not been politically conscious. We are people that we do not even care about. I speak for myself. I do not freaking care about politics. I can hustle myself. I can fend for myself and my family. We are good. That is that individualistic attitude of Nigerians that for decades we have always resorted to. Okay, no light, I buy my generator. Okay, no water, I build my borehole. Okay, my street road is bad, I fill it with okay, we keep taking responsibility and working. We have turned to our own government. Then the politicians, all they do is to enter there and steal. Consistently, they just go in and steal. They don't do any other thing than to steal. So they keep circling there. Every 4 years, they'll come in, we'll buy for you, we'll build you road, we'll build you and give you water, we'll give you light. This is their continuous campaign mantra for donkey years. Our parents swallowed it, our grandparents swallowed it, our generation was almost swallowing it until we said, no. Pause, 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 pause. What is happening, safe? What are we doing in this country? Some of us began to ask questions. Some of us begin to understand that we actually as a people, we deserve better. There is no reason why a country so blessed like Nigeria is wallowing in poverty. There's no reason why a country so blessed like Nigeria is at the point whereby nothing is working. A country that is so blessed that there is no reason why we do not have 24 hours light electricity in Nigeria. There's no reason why in Nigeria petrol is not the cheapest commodity. There is no reason why. But bad governance and the fact that the people do not even understand our basic rights is the freaking reason why these people continue every single day to thrive in the nonsense that they have been doing. And we have been saying this for so long. And for us, we grew up out of that consciousness and we're like, oh, no, no, no. Hey, we deserve a change. Nigerians deserve the best. How many of us can japa? How many of us can run away from the country? How many of us will leave Nigeria? Can the world accept 200 million people? Even if the world open up their borders and say, oh yeah, everybody come out. How many people can afford flights out of the country? How many people will pass through the Sahara? We did that Sahara. I'm going to find out Sahara desert, that space we did on our brothers. That was where Harry came out from. Everybody started looking, Harry. On the Vawulence Space here, where Harry came out and with so many of our brothers that passed through the desert and shared their story. Every single day, Nigerians are passing through the worst circumstances to run away from their country. For how long? And when some of us wake up and say, no, enough is enough, some other people have chosen to wallow in poverty, in slavery, and some of them have chosen to sell themselves, sell us. With them, we say, no, enough is enough. Enough is a freaking enough. And I said it for many of our audience here, and probably I hope we can take this message out there to our brothers and sisters outside. And I say, for so long, politicians have been using us. Politicians don't use us. If there's no platform, I dare say on social media that politicians used more than the Vawulence Space. How many senators do we premiere here? How many governors do we premiere here? How many candidates, House of we brought all of them here. Free of charge. No one can come out and say, Saddam, we gave you 1 kobo. Not that they did not ask to give. Oh, I'm not that I'm rich. By the grace of God, I'm rich. I'm okay for myself. By God's grace. We did not ask for 1 kobo. We did it out of our own volition that it is our duty as a citizen to give people chance to speak. But politicians in their natural habitat as users used us, got what they wanted, and they have reverted back to their chameleonic ways of life, which is it is their own personal interest. It doesn't freaking concern me. When they come here and shout, hey, yes, we are supporting you people. We are now with you people, blah, 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 blah. All they want is power or access to the national cake, as they always call it. And in the midst of this whole thing, we have a master crook, a master criminal, a the biggest of all thieves in the history of Nigeria is sitting in Aso Rock right now that knows how to share cake. All he does, he knows if he's to share the national cake, he will share it equally to any politician that comes as long as you do his bidding. As long as you kiss his ass, you give him what he wants, he will give you part of the national cake. That's what he has done in Lagos for 24 years. And he will entrench himself to every fabric of the country to the point of that the next set of, if we do not stop this criminal first, the next set of councillors elections across Nigeria, you must know him. You must be attached to him or you must put in picture. That is how power hungry this freaking animal is in Aso Rock. These are the people we are dealing with. So all the politicians now understand that, and you know, he's a very vindictive person. He surrounds himself with a bunch of criminals, are very, very vindictive. So from the NSA, the Ribado of a guy. Ribado was the person that now, but you guys know Ribado already, so I'm not even going to say much about Ribado. You already know Ribado. The same person that, when Obasanjo, he was in the EFC chairman that was going after all the governors, was doing Obasanjo's dirty job for him, you know, and the rest. He has come, he's now the NSA. So he's surrounded with the same set of people, vindictive people like the Obiapo Hitler, people that will tell him, Oga, see man, any governor will not agree and threaten them. After all, they're all corrupt. And you all know Nigerian politicians, 99% of Nigerian politicians are corrupt. The only clean politician in Nigeria is Peter Obi. Any single day, every single time I say it, the only clean politician in Nigeria today that can hit his head and say, yes, come and probe me. It's Peter Obi. That's his own, and that's one of the major reasons why I'm standing behind the man. Oh. Apart from what I know he can do and he has done, that issue that he can hit his chest and say, EFCC, come and probe me. In an administration where you go against the likes of Buhari, Tinubu, if Peter Obi had a $1 million case of theft, Peter Obi would have hands up by now. Because they will use it on him. They will use everything, but they have nothing against that man. That's why I'm standing with the man. But you see, whereby we have people that have made corruption the order of the day. So therefore, every Nigerian has to be corrupt. Every Nigerian must be corrupt. If you're not a corrupt Nigerian, you're not. No. If you're not a corrupt Nigerian, we are all the same. Please, guys, I want you guys to watch the David Kunde show. David made that analogy, and he was like, Saddam, what they are planning right now is to make sure that all of us we all act like we are the same. We all say we are the same. We all say no. There's no clean person. No, yeah, no. Now, we are all corrupt. There is no this thing. That's why they bring out they make sure that they elevate the worst of us in society. That's Bola Tinubu's MO. Elevate the worst of us in society, the least educated, the criminals amongst us, and give them to exalted position. So when you that your hands are not dirty, you that your hands are not soiled, you cannot even start. How do you start speaking? Which audience do you have? Who can look up to you and say, who can you look up to in the whole Tinubu top 5 that is not a criminal? Tinubu is a criminal. His vice is a criminal. The Senate president is a criminal. Everybody around him are criminals. So if all these people are criminals and there's no clean person among all of them, who are our young ones looking up to say there is a future for the country? There is no hope for it. There's the way he's structuring the country is a country whereby no matter you can't say a professor. All your professors have been bought and they have kept those ones. They have kept them somewhere. You cannot see that he exalted any professor to any exalted position. They are all career criminals. All of them that are sitting with him. Go and check. Look at Tinubu's top 5 or top 10 in government. They are all career politicians. There is no entrepreneurship skill. There is nothing. All they know in their life is politics. They don't know anything about leadership. It's only politics, how to steal. And you know the average Nigerian politician is a thief. And not just that I say they are thieves, they have records to prove that these guys are thieves. So these are the people we are dealing with. And so for me, I made a tweet and I was like, I hope all these criminals in government, all the governors, let them all decamp. They all should decamp to APC. They should all decamp to APC because for me, I really want to see how is that how docile Nigerians are, or whether we have a breaking point or not. I said this 3 years ago. I said, if Tinubu by mistake enter, I promise you, Tinubu will not do. You will not see one sector and say Tinubu changed in the first 4 years. 2 years down the lane, you cannot point to one sector that Tinubu has done. Instead, and in the point of this 2 years down the lane, Tinubu has borrowed more money in 2 years than Buhari borrowed in 8 years. Hello, let me repeat myself again, Nigerians to hear. Tinubu has borrowed more money in 2 years than Buhari borrowed in 8 years. Than PDP borrowed in 16 years. Tinubu has borrowed more money in 2 years. Nigerians, maybe people don't understand what I'm saying. In 2 years, Tinubu has borrowed more money than Buhari borrowed in 8 years. Tinubu has borrowed more money in 2 years than PDP's government borrowed in 16 years. And you can't point to one thing Tinubu has done. You cannot tell me and say, Saddam, Tinubu has built from scratch, from beginning to the end, any modern hospital across the federation. Not one secondary school or tertiary university across the federation. Not 100-kilometer road across the federation. Electricity is still worse. There is nothing you can point to right now as a Nigerian and say Tinubu has done in 2 years. And he has borrowed more money than Buhari in 8 years. What is Tinubu doing with our money? All this money is exactly the same thing he did. And please, I always going to be making reference to that David Ude's. This is in case of not watching. Please go and watch it. David Ude said something. He was like, Saddam, Tinubu, my father worked with Tinubu closely. Tinubu for 8 years as a governor, all he did was take Lagos money, entrench himself, using Lagos money to bribe Lagosians, as in the top people in Lagos, and held them bondage. And that is how he held Lagos, and he's holding Lagos till today. Because if Tinubu offers you money, like he has offered this girl that this man will go marry 7 wives. What's in that woman name? The senator in Delta State. You guys know what I'm talking about. The senator that married that actress that loves them young. He offered that one 30 billion. The man openly made a tweet that he was offered 30 billion for constituency projects. That is classic Tinubu for you. That is classic Tinubu for you. Tinubu has offered him 30 billion for constituency projects. That one be say everywhere don't soft. You don't stop for him. If he go marry extra 10 more wives, everywhere don't sugar for that is Tinubu for you. He will offer it across all the constituencies to all the senators, to all these criminal politicians, and he will buy their loyalty so that they cannot speak or they cannot stand up against him. So you guys have to understand that the battle against this man is the battle of Nigerians versus him. It is just simple. If Nigerians are going to, and I'm saying this because, please, also, as I'm saying this, many things are going through my head. I just want to remind you guys that we are trending. Tinubu is a one-term president. I beg, let me put on the jumbotron, please. So everybody, please. I don't know how many of us are on the platform. I don't think we're over 600 right now. Please, everybody on the platform right now, there's a picture on the comment section on the thread. Please make a tweet or 2 tweets or 3 tweets or 4 tweets as your spirit is led with Tinubu is a one-term president. Let it freaking go viral today. Let them understand that Nigerians are not stupid. Nigerians are not docile. Nigerians are not foolish. I understand our limitations. I understand people have their doubts. People have their fear. Oh, his governors are decamping. Oh, this are happening. That one is happening. It is normal. The people that Tinubu can bribe are politicians. The people that Tinubu can give money are politicians. He will not give money to me and you. Even if he give money to me, he can give money to those people that are going to have their burial today. That I will list them out. All the people that we are going to bury them today. He has given those ones money already. But the common Nigerians will not see this money that he has been stealing. He will not give you guys any project that is worth it. So please, guys, let us make these criminals that we're burying right now understand that they have a very hard job to do. Because we are trending, Tinubu is a one-term president. It must trend this night. It must trend this night. That is a must. We never Vawulence Space, so that one a must. It must trend this night. Guys, please, multiple tweets right now. Tinubu is a one-term president. Very, 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 very important to get this trending because these guys really provoked something in me yesterday. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? In any part of the world, you're thinking of coming for second tenure, they will judge on what you've done in the first tenure. And an animal is coming to tell him that based on available data, based on variables on ground, Tinubu, nobody is going to defeat Tinubu. Based on what variables? On what variables? That Tinubu has given Nigerians electricity, or Tinubu has created, or there are no more kidnappings in Nigeria, or our economy is now the best in Africa, or there's healthcare now for our people, but they're not killing Nigerians across the country with insecurity. What is the freaking variables you're coming to tell Nigerians that Tinubu is coming out for second term? What stupid variables? It is madness what these guys are trying to do with this country. It is absolute madness. It is absolute madness, and it is important. I'm saying it because for me, I'm back to that Vawulence Space 1.0. If you're not new, if you're new here, please go and ask of Vawulence 1.0. We they cost people, we go cost your papa, your mama, everything go collect them today, and that's the level we're going back to because it is shameful and it is wicked that you have an X account. You have gotten followership. You have thousands of Nigerians following you. You're a so-called supposed influencer. I don't even know what you're influencing. And they will give you money and say, go and trend. Go and trend. And that Tinubu, make Nigerians forget about 2027. Let's start thinking of 2031. You are a bastard. You are a bastard. That's in who tell you say you go leave this next year? Will Tinubu kidnappers allow you to survive next year? In fact, all of them will collect that money. I know men of this place right now. If you collect that money, you use it and pay ransom. If you collect that money, if you collect money from this government to come and post fake narrative for Nigerians, you go use that money, pay ransom. You go use that money, all for health, for hospital. Because you're mad. And I'm calling them out, you see, because right now I'm making a know, you see, starting from this man and the SPG president, Slow Ore and his gang, but I know say his children they full here. From Slow Ore to that fake lawyer, say I laugh at Nigerians because Nigerians, many Nigerians don't even know. So I will also I laugh at Nigerians. Many Nigerians are not aware of the fact that that Deji, you people don't even know who Deji is. If you're on Twitter, if you're Nigerian Twitter pre 2015 election, you know who Deji is. A political tout, a political hooligan that have gone and these people what can reinvent themselves. Well, kudos to him for even going for at least 10 to reinvent himself and going to law school. I clap for him for at least he went, even though we know how that base university school, even me himself, I feel just go graduate from base university next month. We know how it be. But let's clap for him that he went to school. But you cannot change who you are, DG. You're a political psychophant. Some of us know you. Maybe because we don't get followers that time, we know you. You are Omodua with a fight. You be Omodua with a refined dog. You be Jonathan Dog. Now they fight themselves with they do that openly on Twitter. Fixed date to fight with this current idiot that is in charge of Tinubu, Olusegun. The same Shegun have been shouting out Tinubu is a thief, Tinubu is a criminal, Tinubu is a that. He's not Tinubu's, I think it's Tinubu's essay or something. I don't know that one's role is. The same that Olusegun that was lying on the floor shouting, give me youth leader. The one that is working with Tinubu right now. Him and they just Twitter here, fixed dates to fight. Pre-2015, also they fought in a club in Abuja. The same they are there on you. You have now reinvent yourself. Because Tinubu is not paying you from the back. He now come and be telling us his job is to make us say, he's not saying Peter Obi has been paid. That Peter Obi was paid by Tinubu. Oh, good. I'm calling on them out for people to know me. I know they hide my mouth for it. Then there is this the tortoise that came out last night. I thought the tortoise had morale. The tortoise had to go and delete his tweet. The tortoise came out last night and he said, let's just forget 2027. Let's focus on 2031. Nobody. And starting from, you go that article in first, then that none of them can stop Tinubu. Who is stop Tinubu as Tinubu is God, or as Tinubu has done well for Nigeria to deserve it? That same idiot that was the one that MTN gave money to do campaign gig that they increased the price of that in data in Nigeria. If you give that guy gig to sell his mother, he will sell his mother. The same person that Perusi gave hot slap. In fact, Nigerians, I'm challenging Nigerians. You people, we have to get to a point whereby these influencers, these guys, I call them the low-hanging fruit. They're the low-hanging fruit. How am supposed to touch these people? How am supposed to touch these guys? They're supposed to say it is not normal for you to come and to collect money and come and sell nonsense for Nigerians on social media. Can this idiot, that thing he tweeted yesterday, can he go to market tomorrow, Balogun market, and say, carry microphone, I give you microphone, Pamela Arena, what do they call you? You tortoise. I give you microphone, and I bet you $1 million. Please, cut this part out now and post to this idiot that I bet him $1 million to take a microphone to Balogun market tomorrow and say, Tinubu is coming. That tweet he made yesterday, let him take a microphone and say it in Balogun market tomorrow. Or any market of his choice. If he will come out alive. What freaking reality on ground? Then there's this animal, the one that he has interacted with animals, with wild animals too much, that his brain is not thinking like a tortoise also. It's not even showing your body. You look like a black mamba. Cretin. coming out to tell us today also, when if you like insult me, I will insult you. You are dog is a good animal. Hi. I'm trying to find an animal that gave birth to you. Because I'm not sure it came out from a woman's womb. If you look at what Nigeria is passing through right now, you don't deserve to live with human beings. You truly are an animal that is where you belong. And who was the last? There's a name I'll try to remember that name. But before I jump into that, also, I will just wrap up with this because I've spoken for so long because my head's full and I know say plenty talk won't talk. I'm still going to talk about the coalition. Coalition, no coalition. No. The major coalition I know in my heart, Nigerians, is the coalition of Nigerians. To understand in our brain that there is no garden of politicians that will rescue power from Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his gang of thieves if we Nigerians are not ready to do the hard work. Let me repeat it again. There is no garden of politicians. And I'm not against the politicians coming together because politicians have to come together. They have to come together. I will never they find a way to work together. I am perfectly fine with it. If they choose to work together and say, okay, let's come together. But I'm saying it right now that if they choose to work together and Nigerians are not willing to do the hard work, which is madness, year of do or die. I repeat, 2027 should be a year of do or die. If they burn any human being will come any polling unit to still vote, that will be the end of that person's life. That is how we should be taking 2027. It's a year of if you survive the fact that you go and steal ballot box, you are a hero. We have to start sensitizing our people on the ground to understand that no ballot box thief should survive, and it's not even ballot box thief. We have to also understand that we sensitize our people to the point whereby that day of election should be a day of total sacrifice for Nigerians. From your polling unit, don't say you go vote. You not come from after voting, you not go drink beer because they declare for your polling unit. So now they win. I don't know who will be on the ballot that day, so I'm not God. I'm not going to say who is going to be ballot. But whoever it is, declare say you win for polling unit, you go begin drink beer. It is on polling units, every Nigerian, every state. From polling unit, you go to coalition center. In your numbers, in your thousands. That is the kind of rejection. It's going to be a too big to rig election for Tinubu. Everybody from your polling unit to coalition center. Every state result to be announced first before you go Abuja. Tinubu go see madness. If it's not madness if we're not indoctrinating ourselves to be mad in 2027, if we are trying to do gentleman politics, now Tinubu go court. We have to get to the point that Tinubu then go say he go court. We will beat him like a thief because he's a thief. That is the only mentality we're going to go into 2027. Any gentleman mentality, I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm not going to kill my team. If we're not, it's radicalization from now. Start letting people know that 2027 are do or die. If Tinubu don't kill us, we kill all of them. When I'm not talking of literal kill because I know these idiots we cut this and say we go kill them politically. It is the end of Tinubu's career. Pack your load and go to Bodolon. You're stolen enough. Nigeria deserves a fresh start. That is the mentality going to 2027. And with that, I come to the end of my long rant. I hope you guys, please, before I pass the mic on right now, I want everyone on the platform, please, we are like 700 plus on the platform, so I need 700 tweets right now. Go on the comment section, bombard it with the hashtag Tinubu is a one-term president. After Rock, they hear this place right now, their father, then go hear and say, it is trending around the country. Tinubu, you are a one-term president. You cannot do anything about it. If you like, convert all the governors. In fact, it is the easier for us. I heard Fubara is coming next. They have gone to settle and say, oh, you can enter APC. Let's carry all them to APC. If we are proving something before as Nigerians, is that we are proving that even with your governor, you could lose the election. We have done it before. Now, with our own madness, now we talk, say, Tinubu, carry all of them come APC. So that it can be clear to Nigerians that we know that, okay, truly, it is us versus you. Because you're so stupid as a man that you don't understand democracy. They don't understand democracy is meant to be participation of different parties. You want total domination. Everybody will answer you, sir. Carry all the politicians, Tinubu. Make it be us, Nigerians, versus you. Make we see who go last. With that, I say welcome to the Vawulence Space, guys. I don't even know. Okay, 1 minute went up. Okay, so let me just open up the floor for everybody, guys. So please, I'm gonna be checking. Please, guys, I beg, let's bombard that hashtag. Tinubu is the one-term president. With the picture self, make it sweet pass. Let it start trending. Tinubu is the one-term president. Tinubu is the one-term president. Speak it into light. Get involved. Get activated, and also work towards it. Just don't keep this conversation on X. Please take it to your WhatsApp stories, to your Facebook, to your Instagram, to your TikTok. Let's get this as a trend. That's conscientizing Nigerians, because what these criminals are doing right now is a battle of the mind. It's a serious tie-up they're trying to put out here in Nigeria, kill their spirit. And I'm on the floor right now with my mom, Bonanle. So, Wemily, I saw your request and I sent you the mic. I don't know if you have not responded to it, but let me run up to Bonanle right now and now run up to other speakers. Bonanle, you're welcome. Please have a space. Good evening, ma.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, mommy. Welcome.
Good evening, everyone from my side. First and foremost, let me first vex for you people. There this space, and yet we only have 104 reposts. Why are you like this now? So you just want to listen? Oh yeah, repost, share, like, repost. Let it go as far as it can go because everyone needs to hear. Us. Everyone needs to hear our voice. Everyone needs to hear our voices. Everyone needs to know the true state of affairs. So seconds while people repost quickly. I crave your indulgence, Saddam. Let people repost because it's not. I mean, it's not even half. It's not even 25%. Come on, we could do better than 25%. Come on, we could do better than this. It doesn't take long. If you are here, you can repost. It doesn't take more than a couple of please share, or repost whatever. Let's get those numbers up. Let's call other people to join us here. Yeah. Oh Lord. And since 1 minute, can 1 minute speak now, and I can come back after.
Yeah, perfectly. I don't know if he's ready. Wemily, are you ready?
1 minute, you there?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So no, I'll wait
Yeah,
for you. Go on.
no, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. I kind of just go back and was trying to settle in, but I was listening, so I think I can probably just say some of the things I have to say because pretty much for myself, I don't, I don't think I usually have a lot to say these days, but I think I have very brief but very these days. But I think I have very brief but very very strong. I'm pretty much strong on my opinion. So on my point of view, not opinion now. So but before I go into that, let me courtesy demand that I greet everybody. So good evening everybody on the space. Welcome to Vawulence Space. Emir Saddam, I see you, Moe B. I can see some of our people on the speaker section. Gaboni, Engineer Shaibu. But let me skip you guys and go to our dear listeners. I can see my big brother JP. I can see Mr. Steve, Joe Obedient. I'll be looking forward to your submission. Anyway, they do your network today, go do them because in fact you join one of the reasons why I come this space today. why I say I must be here. I must be here. Kenyan German lady, Omega X, Nello. Chinelo, how are you doing? Rita, Godsweet, Health is Well, Polonium, Mary White, my dear sister. Concerned citizen, Oluwadamilari, Inem, the Nigerian citizens. See Seyon. Hey God. I think it's been long I saw Seyon. Dr. Aruna. And some of you that are sending love emojis, I can see your love. See Kandake. Adawiri. I see. You hope you copied the way I hope you copied the exact way I watched Emir Salam show this week. I spent that 2 hours plus on the bed under my duvet watching that show, pausing and rewinding at different points. Eventually it took me up to like 3 or almost 4 hours to watch it because I had to go back at so many points to just listen to some of the things that was said again. So if you've not watched it, go ahead and watch it actually. Mr. Tony, somebody's mic is on mute. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Tony. I can also use mic is on mute because I'm scrolling. Mr. Tony, Otumba, DK, see men them, Nekus, Annette, everybody, so many persons, Neka, Idon. All right, do like a random scroll down. But it's just that if I holler you and you are a Baptist, consider it my way of calling you a very big moron. Okay, I can see Jadon, Chucky, Uncle Sam, I can see Newton, I can see Israeli, Otumba again. Many Otumba. I can see Jerry, Nathan, F4. F4, okay. I can see Chuxis, Rich, and so many persons, honestly. Honestly, there are too many persons to call. If you allow me, I'll probably call everybody's name, but that's not why we are here. And for me, I want to see if I can sleep because I have an early day tomorrow. It's probably enough of the greetings. So greetings to everybody, actually. So first, I'll just remind everybody to repost this page. I know that was what Mommy B was doing before she handed over the mic to me, but I just feel like everybody at this point knows what is right or wrong. I don't know how to put it. So pretty much for me, talking about reposting the space is not about being right or wrong, right? It's not, but I think it's because I feel like I'm at a point now where the only hope, in fact, the only reason I'm here is because I want to be able to contribute my audience, hear what needs to be heard. So I really honestly just feel the least you can do, and I mean, there are probably some of you that believe, oh, this is not going to work. These are people that trust me, I totally understand. I feel you. I'm almost like you, to be honest, right? I have doubts. Probably I'm not even sure. But the only thing I'm sure about is that I want to be able to have done my own part to as much as I can, right? So I'll just beg you and I'll crave your indulgence to go ahead and repost this space, even if you don't believe it will work, right? Like, I agree with you. I too don't believe it will work, but I mean, I just want to try. So go ahead, repost the space. If you really don't like, maybe your timeline is too clean, I understand. After the space, you can go ahead and retweet it back. For now, you are just only reposting it so that more people can see it and try to join. Because I feel like the more people can galvanize, more people that can hear us speak. Believe me, there are a lot of people that are roaming the street of X. They are just roaming, scrolling on the timeline. And if you've noticed of recently, X is becoming a pornographic environment. I think it has been like that for a long time, actually, Sha, but I think it reduced at some point, but it's back again. It's so bad that I'm sure some of you saw it this week, that the account of the Ministry of Interior even retweeted how to repost pornography. That's to tell you how bad it is. So you can imagine what could make. He didn't see anything reasonable to. Of course, Tinubu is not doing anything to repost. So point is that there are a lot of people scrolling through the timeline, don't know what they want to, probably just bored or trying to while away some time. Like I always tell people, like I always say, yeah, I just want to take the benefit. So I believe every revolution starts with one person. Every change in life generally starts with one person. One person. It might lead to it might eventually, metamorphose to being a group of people, but it always starts with one person. So a lot of us here have made our contribution, but there's a chance that maybe that one person that can do what we what some of us feel like we can't do, right? Or we are not enough to do. Maybe that one person might be the person that will see it on your tier when you repost it. That's how I see it. So that's why most of the time I talk about this, and it's really just it. But if you still don't feel comfortable about reposting it, be my guest. It's fine. Okay. I haven't said that because I feel like that's like the most important submission first too. Because I feel like if we keep just talking within ourselves that are the regular violencers, it becomes just consolation for us. Like it's just more like us consoling ourselves alone, right? But it's not just enough to be consoled. It's we want to get to the point of taking a chance at action, right? Taking a chance at action. Oh, I listened to Salam. I listened to. I think I came pretty much into your submission, but I listened to a significant part of Saddam's submission, and this is what I'll just say, right? First of all, I'll start from state of the nation. I think the only thing I want to say about state of the nation, or not, maybe not the only thing, of course, one of the major things I want to say about state of the nation, because it's quite sad for me that in less than 1 week or thereabout, we've gotten over the death of a couple of persons, going to 200 persons across just about 2 or 3 states, running from Gombe, or rather starting from Plateau to Gombe to Benue. Like we've gotten over it in just less than 1 week, 1 week thereabout. But it's fine. Then the next thing, but the main thing I want to even talk about in terms of state of the nation is, I don't know how many of you, I don't know why you guys don't feel uncomfortable, or maybe you feel uncomfortable. Maybe, okay, maybe I want to believe, but I don't know how many of you feel as uncomfortable or as distressed as I am about how the APC is plundering Nigeria. I was just saying to myself, like I keep telling myself that it's not even possible logically. Like theoretically, it's almost not possible for anybody to plunge a country this fast. You know, I heard Saddam talking about the fact that we can't even hold one thing. There's no single thing. There's no single, like I can't just go off my head now and say, oh, since this, thief guy entered, this criminal guy entered, stole his way to power, that is one particular thing that he has done. Like say, oh, this is something very significant. You can say, okay, because even the worst of thieves, even the worst of dictators, still do like 1 or 2 things, right? Even the worst of the dictators still do like about 1 or 2 things just to make sure that they have some people on their page, right? So that for me is kind of like pretty much disturbing. Then to see yesterday, I think I saw it. I don't know when the news came out, but I saw it yesterday, and it just only drew my attention to the fact that we are not even talking. So there's so much to talk about these guys that we can only even choose some that we consider the hottest per moment, per time. Like, oh, this is in the front burner. We've not even talked about things like the budget, how much. It was yesterday. I saw somewhere, like, of course it was in the news, but some of you probably saw it, the whole use of 10 billion naira. 10 billion naira to provide solar energy for the villa, for Hassel Villa. Man, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm the one losing my mind, but I don't, like, I don't understand. I really just don't understand. Because, I mean, even if you want to steal, you should get to a point where you even become conscious of what people would think, like, oh, let me do this with some sense of consciousness. To be honest, I'm just going to put it like this. Personally, I'm not bothered about the decamping of politicians. Do you know why? Because I have come to a very strong conclusion, a very strong and founded conclusion, that politicians are relevant as they may seem in the political space that they are, can't get Nigeria out of this problem. I heard Saddam say just now that, to be honest, and this is like the long and short of it all. The only people that can get Nigeria off this problem is Nigerians themselves. Like, this is the long and short of it. And so I'm not particularly, to be honest, going into, and this was why I didn't want to, it took a lot. It's just that, if you don't oblige to talk about 2027, some people are going to be, people are always having their perspective and being like, oh, this, Nello is here, myself and Nello had like a very strong, not strong conversation, post 2023 election. I don't even know if it's before or after the court case. I can't remember pretty much, but I can remember vividly myself and Nello had like a very long call where, okay, I think it was post a conversation that happened on Space where I was very stern on not even talking about moving on to 2027. So after the Space, we had like a call where we bounced off ideas, where I was just telling her that, this is why I don't want to talk about. This is why I'm not interested in 2027. Because I feel like it's easy for Nigeria. Nigeria is a country that, maybe not just Nigeria, humans generally, the way we are designed, we are always looking for hope. We are always in the search for hope. It's like a continuous thing. We are always in the search for hope. It's why if you see a regular gambler, people will play all these Naira bet or bet Niger, what keeps a gambler going is not the money he has lost. It's actually the hope of the money he can win, even if he's going to lose 1 million times before winning, or probably never wins at all. What keeps him going is the hope of the money he can win. So what we have in Nigeria is a scenario where it's like every other place where, as long as it seems like there's hope somewhere, we can keep going. We can keep going. So I personally thought that, for me, it is quite clear politicians cannot get Nigeria off this particular mess that we are in right now. It typically just has to be like the people deciding to say, okay, do we want to get out? Do we not want to get out? That's why, like Saddam said just now, if we are going to, if we even settle for 2027, and for me, it's a strong, is a far cry of settling. I would rather not settle. But be it as it may, right? Because we cannot always have what we want, right? Be it as it may, if we even settle for, say, okay, the only opportunity or the next opportunity we can have is in 2027, then I've said this time and time and again, I'm probably sounding like a broken record, but I really don't care. It cannot be a normal election. Matter of fact, it cannot be anything close to a normal election. So it's only a normal election that you'll be hoping on political coalitions, political strategizing, who is moving the chairs, who is moving to where. If that's what we want to rely on ultimately, I can tell you for free that it just is dead on arrival. I can tell you for free that even if the way the APC's criminal structure is set up, I'm probably round up on this note. The way the APC criminal structure is set up currently, and what am I saying currently? It has been set up like that for a long time, so it's now stronger in its criminality. the way it's set up is in such a way that if even if the strongest of politicians, let me and I hope, because then again I don't want to create a notion in your mind that, oh, okay, no coalition or no like, I mean, like, that's not real conversation. So even the way the criminal structure is set up is in such a way that right now, even if the strongest of politicians that, like, consider, I don't want to mention any name, consider anybody in your mind that you feel like, oh, I can have this person in this coalition. This person has crowd. This person has followership. This person has this. This person has that. He has money. He has anything that you can use to qualify based on your own mind now. Just picture in your mind all the politicians that you think can be in a coalition. And I can tell you that even if all of them could listen to what you are thinking and really come to that coalition with the current APC structure, if they come together and Nigerians are as, I don't want to say lackluster, and Nigerians are not Nigerians are not resolved, like they've not resolved to say, okay, we want to change this. The APC structure is going to defeat that system. I can tell you for free. Defeat it over, as in, it will be so fast. But I can tell you that even if all those same strong politicians that you are thinking, oh, if they can be together and fight against Tinubu, even if all of them join Tinubu, come 2027, like, even if all of them come together and join Tinubu, but on the contrary, Nigerians are resolved that it is now or never we are taking this country. I can tell you, if the who is most on, if even if the I don't want to, even if the person that Nigerians resolve to support for that election is some ant somewhere, some cockroach somewhere, that person is going to win the election. So for me, I'm really, post the PEPT, I said, I took my eyes off, from, it was all eyes on INEC, all eyes on this and that, or then we went to all eyes on the judiciary. Since after that judgment, I have been on all eyes on Nigerians. I'm so long and short of it all is, it's a choice. At this point, Nigeria's freedom is a choice. It's quite sad that just those of us here, how many are we currently? Maybe these 730 something of us currently cannot be the one that will make that choice. But what we can do from this space is to galvanize, is to radicalize, is to whatever, to help people make that choice. And pretty much that's it. That's what we can do. So on that note, I'm going to say thanks to everybody for listening to my peace of mind. And thank you for listening, and welcome again to Vawulence Space. I'm going to be hoping that maybe Mommy B should be ready now. I think Saddam caught her on fresh initially. So, Mommy B, are you ready?
Yeah, ready. No, I literally saw you come up and said, "Let me shut up," so you can go first. No, I'm ready. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah. You see, some of us, na get coconut head. 198 reposts. If well meaning does not push you, me, I'll push you. Come on. There's over 740 odd people on this space, right? Why are you not sharing? You don't think others benefit from this conversation, or you don't want people to know that this is your stand or this is what you listen to? Because I don't get it. Please let us repost this thing now. Let it go far and wide. Look, we are literally all we have right now, right? And if we're not getting that message out, right, it's like we're talking to each other. We all know, everyone who's on the space, at least even if it's not 100% of you on the space, the vast majority of us on the space already have caught the spirit. We know what the message is. We know what is ahead and what we need to do. Let others hear so they know that they're not alone in their own thinking. Please repost. Please repost. I'm begging. Me, I don't have shame. I would say, please just repost. Having said that, state of the nation. When I was seeing the campaign left, right, and center, I was like, we need to do a requiem mass for PDP because they are dead. They are dead. They are literally gone. They just don't know. It's like dead man walking. Dead man walking. PDP was nowhere anyway, right? Because the house divided against them was never going to stand. However, now all those governors who are coming to the end of their term, who know that EFCC is dusting dusting files to come for them when they no longer have immunity, they are doing what politicians know how to do best: put their self interest first, as Saddam has said. Right. But I'm not moved by it. And when I saw it and people were like, oh, I was actually happy, right? Because this PD APC thing does not really work because I like things, neat, right? Let this be here and let this be there. Now, it isn't subject to speculation, right? We know that so many other governors are going to join. Tinubu is hoping for a one-party system, right? And the only no, it wasn't governors standing in his way. It was us, Nigerians, both home and abroad, who are standing in the way of his pipe dream. Pipe dream. Because at the end of the day, right? What of all the money they have siphoned, if they wanted to spend 10% of it on trying to alleviate some of the suffering Nigerians are experiencing right now, right, it will make a difference. You feel it, you even say, okay, it's not a lot, but he's doing something. Dude is not even bothering. He's not. So since he knows the lengths that they had to go to in order to secure Aso Rock in 2023, right? They're starting early, right? And they want to discourage those of you who will carry the message. Because if you remember, it was the obedient movement powered by Nigeria, fed up Nigerians, fed up young Nigerians who had had enough of the status quo. I mean, it's like when I saw it, I was actually laughing because I said to myself, but Peter Obi did not have one governor in his corner, right? Once we all talk about APC rigging, you feel PDP didn't rig? When they were stealing his votes left, right, and center, you think it was just APC? It was both parties was stealing his votes. So it is not a case of he can't get the votes, right? They blindsided us because we had so much faith in the Electoral Act, right? And now that we know that it is not worth the paper it's written on, then we need to at the point we're in, right? And this is a case of survival of the fittest. Because if they're saying, hey, Tinubu to 2031, how many of you are going to be here? With the way things are going, if hunger does not kill some people, insecurity will. Right? There's so much going on that if the traditional media were actually putting it all out there, to leave your room, you'll be scared. I mean, sometimes I see news from, like non-government agencies and charitable organizations and what have you. I'm seeing news there about killings, insecurity, and the like, because Tinubu has decided that propaganda is good, and so we are not getting the real stats anymore. Now, who go market, they understand how high inflation is, right? And it is you who have been hit, right, by this insecurity will be able to tell it from your point of view. A lot of people do not think is that serious because they don't get the news. So we cannot rely on traditional media like we didn't rely on them in 2020. In fact, to a certain degree, they too were conspiring. They were talking. There were some stupid takes that we were getting, agonizing death to come. either poverty. What do you think that number is going to be like now, 2 years down the line? Awful. So we only have ourselves. I don't care if they all decamp. It's even good, like Saddam said, we will know who is who, right? And the problem with governors, apart from Peter Obi, the governors that we've had in Nigeria, right? They will not steal small and do at least pretend to uh, govern, right? They're stealing for the 10th generation to enjoy wealth. By the time the 10th generation are what, they will be saying, oh, my father is old money, not knowing that they've stolen from you the people. So I mean, it's like that. The campaign is not our problem. What we need to focus on is getting organized again, and we are starting. We are trying. We have to kind of like jump on some sort of torpedo speed so that we can get it done. And we need to be in the grassroots, because what they are hoping is people won't come out and vote, and therefore they can rig it anyhow they want. What we have to work on is um you are the only person that stands between Tinubu and his ambition. If we take that mindset, we did it before. We can do it. Just at this time. We will protect those votes. Uh, I mean, when you're desperate, it's your own home and property, right? You don't roll over and play dead, right? You get up and you fight, and that's what you have to fight for: your child, your future child, your grandchildren, you know, your family members, your parents, whoever it is, right? You need to. This is classic, a classic case having to stand in the gap, right? In terms of making sure that people understand the power they wield. Tinubu won't be doing all the stuff he's doing if we didn't wield an immense amount of power, right? And so let's ignore them. We have work to do. Whether you were semi-retired from doing this grind, where you were jumping from space to space, you were going offline, you were doing the work. Please come out of retirement. We can't give up, because the alternative, it's just not something that I want to even consider. Thank you. I yield.
Thank you very much, Mommy B. A word they say is enough for the wise. Thank you very much. That was very instructive submission. It's quite clear. Thank you. There was something Saddam said in his submission that I need to re-echo. I've been saying it since the last 1 or 2 weeks. If any APC, because I think the reason why we still have some problem is there are still some people that are able to support APC and get away with it. I think it should be among Nigerians, ordinary Nigerians. I mean, it's okay, politicians want to support their own co-politicians. It should be a crime among normal Nigerians for anybody. There's no such thing as let's be civil. There's no such thing as everybody has a choice to support whatever political goal upon issue and your choice. If you have a choice to support a terrorist, I have a choice to consider you a terrorist. So those low-hanging fruits, so these influencers now, some of them feel video street. I for don't stay my window, use stone tear person head. I go write Mumu APC supporter for the stone. So that when the stone not tear head, you don't see the paper where write. You go say I'm coffee. I don't go, the message must not go separate. Anyway, thank you very much for me. Now to so I'm just gonna go by hands that are up. So please raise your hand. Let me start with Ambassador Israel. Then I'll come
All right,
to
thank you so.
Dr. Roya. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thank you so much, women in Nigeria. Greetings, Saddam, Mommy B, and every one on the speaker session. I think you all said, what I plan of I mean, myself, neither is a coalition of, of thieves in the current coalition of united people, with unity of purpose. That's what we need right now. With what we are seeing happening in the political space today, we don't need anyone to tell us that it's and it is important that we, as one people, not the thieves and corridors of power just because of their own interest. If any politician tell you today that it's just for the interest of the people, it's a lie because the interest comes first even before considering livelihood of the people, and that's why we as people must know that our common enemies are not far fetched from us. We need to come together to understand that the real enemies are those that they think they care for us, but in the real sense of it, it's only just for their own interest. I believe strongly that we can, we can get back Nigeria if we, as women rightly said, if we can resolve to, come together as one and take this as as fight to finish. With what we have in the system, in the media industry, in the even in the religious setting, everywhere is under state capture, and it's difficult for for any single politician, yes, in quotes, without mentioning any name, to to I the word, of course, as they use it in the last election, no, hijack power. The power must be taken. So we must come together as people, to fight this battle. And of course, the defection for me at this point is just a distraction, and it's well planned. You understand that the way it's going. Of course, before next month, I will not be surprised if you see, a governor, of course, also the campaign to join from PDP to join the APC, and okay, I don't think opposition. The only opposition party in Nigeria now is even PDP or the Labour Party. I think I see Peter Obi as as the opposition party and also opposition leader. And these people you were fighting will of course understand that he's only one that can unseat them from power, and they are trying as much as possible to see how they can distort whatever move is making. And that's why as Nigerians we need to rally around to see how we can capitalize on what happened in the previous election and see how much we can gather energy to come together as one people in 2027. Because it's not about Labour Party, it's not about PDP now, it's not about SDP, it's about Nigerians as a whole and how we can rescue our country. And you the mic. Over to you, women.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Israel. Thank you for adding your voice to the message. Thank you very much. All right, quickly, I'm going to move over to Dr. Royal. After Dr. Royal, I'm going to come to Onimale. Okay, I'm going to come to Onimale. Then I'll go to Gaboni.
Okay, thank you. Well meaning. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
go
Can you
ahead.
hear me? Oh, thank you. Okay. So well done. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody in the space. Thank you, Masadam. Thank you for Vawulence Space. I'm so grateful. Mami Bolanle, thank you so much. Well meaning, thank you, and everyone who's on the speaker, and also speaker position, and also those who are listening. Now, I am actually very, very I don't know how to express the emotions I feel. I feel very infuriated. I feel very disgusted. I feel very angry because somebody offered my state on a platter of gold to APC without a single vote cast and ₦1 spent. Maybe they bribed them with money for corner, but my state has gone to APC, and I'm so pissed, so super pissed. And I'm wondering what informed my governor and all the goons and everybody else carrying our states to give to a party that has ruined Nigeria. the GDP of Nigeria has gone from 400 and whatever billion dollars in 2015, 2014, 20, even after Buhari left to like 188. So Nigeria has retrogressed beyond belief. Nigeria has gone far down in the economies of Africa. Nigeria is the fourth position. It was number 1 in 2014. So I am wondering, and what Senam said was very correct. What has APC done or Tinubu done to absolutely nothing, guys? I want to provoke your retweet. I don't know what you are doing. You're not retweeting this space because I am very upset. This is the time to now say, oh, we are tired. There's nobody parliamentary nonsense. Where there is life, there is hope. Evil prevails when good men do nothing. Whether you are in the diaspora, whether you jackpot your life to America, to whatever you go to, Nigeria will have to be rescued at some point. It's your country. I'm British, America, whatever you are still from Nigeria. Your roots are here. And so you cannot afford to give up on Nigeria. We cannot afford to give up. Whether they do the capture state, capture judiciary, capture everything, capture even and defect to APC, we still need to rescue our nation. Sorry, I have to scream. I have to just scream.
Please scream. That's the end. Yeah, please go on.
Yes, because we cannot afford to now do like, okay, let them have it all. For what? Who is Tinubu? Tinubu, who you be? His so-called supporters that are hearing my voice. People are animals. Who not be? Tinubu is just as powerful as his supporters, as powerful as his money in his pockets. Without the money, without the supporters, he's a nobody. The so-called president-elect of Nigeria is a nobody without his money, without the supporters. Quote me.
He does not have supporters, sir. Which supporters? Which supporters?
And they tell you, the man is a nobody. He's defeatable. He's a strategist of what? Not the strategist of what? You know, not still when they strategize how to destroy his own home, his own house. That was a fool. A man who strategizes to destroy his own country is a fool. You know, it's not strategizing any nonsense. I know people speak well safe. I did a vex for a year. Strategist by foot. My colleague was telling me today at work. The man is smart. He's not smart. He's a fool. You are destroying your own nation. That makes you a fool. How can you be a strategist and destroy your country? All the politicians are carrying the country underground. You say you are a strategist of what? See, if you are here, you call Tinubu a strategist, and you too, you are a fool. If you say Tinubu is a master politician, you too, you are a fool. Because a politician that is smart, he want to leave a legacy for himself that will be praised for all generations. A man who is smart want to leave a legacy that his name will ring over and over for good deeds. Even for good deeds, at least for what he achieved. At least we can say, oh, OBJ brought telecommunications. We can say, oh, Yar'Adua resolved the data crisis. We can say Jonathan left peacefully without causing war in Nigeria. What did Buhari do? What has Tinubu done? And the man who is smart in politically, DJ was smart. He left the legacy for himself. He goes all over the world now as an icon of peace. What is Tinubu? He's not smart. He's a fool. Because you are destroying your own nation. You're not a human being. You don't see who will carry a house, carry a gun, they shoot your own house, destroy your own house. You say you are strategizing what? These people are just idiots. I'm sorry to say. And everyone who is a well-meaning Nigerian, as a well-meaning Nigerian here, should stand up tall to fight. Don't say we've done it before. You know what? They want to give up. Who give up, Naim lose? Who give up, Naim lose? Because these guys are not giving up. Tinubu is not giving up. My people are not giving up. My state governor is not giving up. That's why I went to APC. Because if he was going to give up, even if they fear they go come out for 2027. That's why I went to APC. Or come out of AFCC. That's why I went to APC. They are not giving up. Why are you giving up? Why you they give up? See, this is the time to give up. Everybody has to stand tall. Because if you come and swarm of bees, like I tweeted earlier today, if you come and swarm of bees, go that polling unit, we will choke them out. We will choke them. We will choke them in 2027. Nobody should give up, man. Let them say, okay, no more PVC, no wahala. China we be Nigerians, we will still come out and vote. Even the people who vote, we will also be vote. Move to one now. Please, I want to say violence space should not stop. Leave them to energize Nigerians. The time to provoke Nigerians. The hunger is crazy. The trouble, the stress, the this is the time the Nigerians should form than ever before stand up tall for their country. You cannot give up. They will not give up, so you don't give up. Who give up, now lose. I say it again, who give up, now lose. So let's trend all the hashtags. Let's trend the spaces. Let's keep up the spaces. Let's get it for 2027. We can't do much. Okay, what can we do for 2027? Maybe we can. At least our guy, what's his name? What's this man? He's planning 7.2 million, one thing in Abuja. Yeah, he's doing something, fight for freedom, something like that, work for freedom. That's perfect, that's beautiful. We come and enjoy him. But we should not give up. My message today, if I know I said today, let's not give up. Let's fight. They won't give up. We will not give up. Let's keep fighting on. Saddam, thank you for the space. Thank you, my brother. My body is sweet to me today. So I'll just use my mic. I might not talk for too long. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Roya. Thank you for the motivation. Yeah. Okay, quickly, let's go straight to Unimale. After Unimale, I'll come to Gaboni. Is Unimale?
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Go on. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Okay, thank you.
I can see you are listening on that phone. Go ahead.
Okay, all protocols really observed. I really appreciate everyone.
Oh God. Unimale. Okay. Will I see you? Anyway, maybe you can drop and come back. That's fine. All right. Quickly, I'll just go now to Gaboni instead. After Gaboni, I'm going to come to Yusuf.
Well-meaning.
Gaboni, I can hear you. Yeah.
Please, may Yusuf go. Let me come after him, please.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Hope Yusuf is there. Yusuf, are you close to your phone?
Yes, boss. I'm very close to my phone. All right. So, good evening. Let me start from Mommy B, uh, Anti Royal, Emir Saddam, well-meaning. Our daddy Harry. Good evening, sir. Now Yoruba man, but no one use Yoruba greeter. Everyone on the space, Anti Talato. I see everyone on the space. Good evening. From here, morning and afternoon, from wherever you are. It's nice spacing on the Vawulence Space again, and it's always a delightful moment to pick more knowledge, more encouragement, to rub minds with great minds like you all. And I'm proud to be among you people, among us. So quickly, state of the nation is not something to even discuss. It give us heartbreak. We were there inside in Nigeria, so we just want to assume that it's not even happening in our lifetime. So it's something very big. Something very big is going on that people are failing to understand till date. Because I am thinking Nigerians are waiting to start seeing corpses on the road. When people walk on the road and they slump and die of hunger, of diseases, That is the only time that we will understand that yes, something is wrong. Because if you are walking on the street, you see the level of hunger, you see the number of beggars. Let me shock you all. You know that the tradition of the Hausa people, the Muslim people, don't allow their women to come outside, even for business. Immediately you are married, you stay indoors all your life, except if you want to go and visit your family, which you go in company of other wives within the house. But I'm not here to talk about that tradition, but to shock you all, Hausa women are coming out in mass to start doing one thing or the other. Husband not fit meet up again, 4 wives for house. How you want to feed them only you? People are now working. Many of them are now begging. Immorality is on the rise in the north. But people still don't know what is hitting them yet. Because I see no reason why we are still docile and quiet. Me, I've taken the back seat because I have fought my own fight pre-election, and I know that my conscience is clean. Post-election, I did all I can, fight my own, so my conscience is clean. I'm cool. So let me just talk about the decamping. The decamping politicians. That's the topic I want to hit on properly. If we are truly obedient, we are supposed to keenly watch and learn from our principal, His Excellency Peter Obi. So far, I have understood many things. I have grown in many aspects of life just by following Peter Obi, watching him talk and doing things. Peter Obi is one very smart person I have known. If you notice, I don't post my workings again on X. If not before, every week I would have posted 2 or 3 things I did. Maybe I go to somewhere to do something as an obedient somebody leader or something, because yeah, they see me as Peter Obi. You see something happen, they will be calling you that. Meanwhile, even the Peter Obi,
Is it just me?
I was about to say, Yusuf, are you still there? Anyway, Yusuf, if you are no longer there, we'll come back to you. Meanwhile, guys, there's a hashtag on the Jumbotron. Hashtag Tinubu is the one-term president. In fact, left for me, one term is too much for Tinubu, but since now the last prize be that, please let's. And why it's important, because I heard Saddam's submission and I actually agree. Why it's important to push that is we are actually in the psychological battle phase. So what's the oh my god, this political class? I can tell you, I wish Nigerians can resolve. The actual battle right now is to psychologically defeat Nigerians first. In such a way that by the time 2027 comes, it will be, in fact, I don't know how to put it. So it's all these things that they are doing now, paying influencers, governors decamping. Trust me, whether governors or politicians generally decamping, it is a strategy. It is a strategy. Oh my God. I don't know how best to say, but so that's why it's important. For me, this hashtag is a re-echo. It's like, when motivational speakers say, when you wake up in the morning, look at the mirror and tell yourself this. This hashtag is something that can make them know that, Nigerians they are not wanting to get used to it. They want you to get used to it, actually. So it's important. Let's use the hashtag as the picture. Like, you don't need to.
Yeah, I don't fix that.
All right.
Thank you, Saddam. All protocol leaders up. I can die in turn, make it up. I can die in turn, make it. Look, I don't mind my language, I beg. It pay me. I don't mind my language, I beg. It pay me. I can die in turn. Tinubu. Kò sí nothing wey him go sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe fún kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe fún yín They call am for Lagos slang, shallow. Give you what man pay. They won't cover on her face before 27 they go come. They won't cover the face. They won't cover the face. Ẹ kì í já yín tán. Ẹ má gbà fún wọn. Ó mọ̀ pé kò sẹ́ni. Ẹ kì í já yín tán. Ẹ má gbà fún wọn. Ó mọ̀ pé kò sẹ́ni bọ̀ lẹ́yìn òun. Nobody there in back. Nobody there in back. See, all those Okowa, see, some people go see the camp because they go use EFC 30 motherfucker of them. Now only Peter will be they clean out among of them. Now why you see say they want form squad. Yala ya won't go the fit on law. See, make I tell you something. All the Okowa family, they don't reach 50,000. Oguma pa yala ya won. They don't reach 50,000. How many people in Nigeria? So why we not giving them a fuck? Why we got the fuck for them? Say anything, say they want bear they form coalition. More face what face us. Nigeria 2027, Tinubu, Malole, yeah. Tinubu, they go Papa House. If you get Papa House for Nigeria, they go Papa House. We don't need it anymore. Okay, I want reason now something now. Okay, they talk say Ronu, Yoruba Igbo, Ronu. Okowa anko we go meet Tinubu now. For help, they join together. We were down. They use tribalism. They dismiss us. More use our senses. Let's use our senses. More face to face us. Tinubu, see, for you to know, person they call master of strategists. For almost since 1999 in Lagos State, no hospital where you feel big, where we say you go, they go admit you there. That kind of person that smell low. Alone, any place where they here, if they follow Tinubu, you be alone, you be smell low. If you smell low, Tinubu don't get any level. Now only money and bribery get. And the money service are Commonwealth money. Which doubling they do? What did he get? I get me. So more no just fall for them in terms of anything. Oh, see, make I tell you something. One man, Salah, Jesus Christ, Tinubu feel bribe them. To know the kind of person where Tinubu be. Oh, that bribe them, Tinubu. See, this man don't get anything. He don't get anything. He don't get anybody for him back. That's in the fear. You know, he said the bedroom back on him. You know why he come back. You know, in the shake. The only camera angle they show us. Now the camera angle where they up. In the shake, I don't ballet. Because the Chinese media, they don't burn and where. Because they give them close marking. See, that's 2027. I go to my small one, but anything, we will do online. See, do you know why? It's paying them say we know they collect anything and we para like this. They don't believe that Nigeria can still work. And Nigeria is a small thing. Nigeria is very easy. I don't tell you say Nigeria can pinpoint in 6 months. Nigeria can pinpoint in 6 months with the good right hand. If Nigeria enter good hand, you go pinpoint with 6 months. For example, look at that Abia state. You go know where if something is working, you go know. Tinubu, if you give her a chance, see, they won't come with one mentality again. Say, make her leave her. See, make him do in the remaining 4 years. You guys should book it. Etako Shidanu. Book it. Make him rebook him. Make him rebook him. No, like what Peter says today. If you don't fail for your first 2 3 years, you come out for school. If you don't say you won't graduate, you first for your 100 level, you first for your 200 level, you first for your 300 level. Which category they won't give you for 400 level? Say they graduate. More talks. Well, let's call a spade now. I like how Kasua. Dambelo. Anywhere where you there, they call you. And they call you. Boost your people morale. Dambelo, boost your people morale. Boost your people morale. We were with this house. We know what you go do. Boost your people morale. Yes. Unless. Now, make I don't talk too much. I don't talk too much. I took out Baka. I won't make you do one thing now. I took out Baka. I call you now for the first time in my life. He doesn't say, everyone don't fall your hand now. Everybody don't report. They don't report. All those people reporting they are thieves. Because they don't get choice. A thief will always find a thief to go join together. They are thieves. They don't get choice. Now they're going to get case. I get you. Now every one of them get case. So they fear. More just see, let them form all the coalitions. It's against Nigeria. They're not plenty issues. The morale, we will just say, more open our people's eyes. Let's boost our people morale. Say, all this one they do, now Shalom low. They don't get him. They don't get the strength. They don't get the strength, Shalom low. If they don't bribe, they don't bribe all the whole Nigerians, even on election day. What we need now is like, election day, stand your ground. Stay there with you. Do that say they resume work on that election morning. They go work, they resume work for there until the election is finalized. And then at the year want to say they won't do want to say they won't do PVC for general. Anything they want, what they won't do. Onga no tribe. Onga na agro. Onga na agro. Onga will make you do what you're not meant to do. They don't know what is going on. Onga na agro. Say they won't use they no PVC. More enter them. Anything what they want. We don't go even fight for anything again. Anything when they want, men are bring them. Because if you protest, the Gotosi will go court. We don't even go court with me again. Everybody, make everybody day. In our guest here, at least now, Peter, we know the year. You know they pay us now. We will day. And others APC, now money they collect. But we are doing it willingly for the love of this country. And God will make us prevail. How do they say once to say, we are still getting the no now. Nigerians, my brothers and sisters, don't let us give up. The yes is coming. The yes will change our life. The yes will make us that we're proud to be a Nigerian. The yes is coming. No give up. Tinubu is no man, man of any kind of strategies. You will know man of strategies. You will know man of strategies when you see them. This Tinubu just a fraud, a drug dealer, a 419. That's how they behave. Buy everybody where they fit buy. Buy anything where they fit buy. Occupy, who they feel occupying. And send some people out say, may they forget the elections. So, you know why? That's why the Lagos State elections, or the local government elections in Lagos State, now why people need to come out again? Because they don't use that mentality to block everybody. So therefore, no evil opponents. Go check the elections now. No evil opponents. Because they don't use that mentality. But no, Nigeria, the top one must be. Now, no, Nigeria is no man more. Tinubu no be more Nigerian than me. Everybody be Nigerian. You don't get weird. I don't get weird. More face us, face us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ojimale. Thank you for that. Let me check. Okay, I'm doing some fact and figure research. So we have about 800 and something people on the space, and we have 271 reposts. Those of you that have reposted it, God bless you guys. Then on the trending table, Tinubu is a one-term, nowhere to be found. Guys, what do we want? What do we want? Is the question. What do we want? Anyway, guys, let's repost Tinubu is a one-term president. Even not for your own sake. I say tweet with the hashtag Tinubu is a one-term president. If not for your own sake, actually for the sake of people on the TL that are lost, the lost sheep of Nigeria, for them to know that there's something going on and there are people that are resisting it. Most of this thing that we try to push here is really not for us on this space, to be honest, because some of us on this space see finish on with themselves. All of us don't know what they saw, but it's important for people out there to get it. All right, quickly, I'm going to move now to, so
Gaboni.
did you know this hand? It is in your hand, I will just see you magically.
Man, they up now.
Now you want this hand. Anyway, go ahead, Gaboni. After Gaboni, I'm going to come to the Nigerian citizen. Then I'll come to Harry after Nigerian citizen.
Sorry, 1 minute. You go call me now. I need to really run quickly. So
why
I don't know.
You running?
Yeah, Vance, I'm here from a very good goal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I want to be. I actually packed somewhere so I can quickly speak. I'm actually driving a long distance, so if you allow me speak, don't mind.
You know what? Now that you said it, Gaboni day inside very cool weather. Vasne, go ahead. Gaboni, wait, no verse.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Oh, Saddam, my brother, thank you. I don't even know whether you go come with double wahala, or we are good to go. While you guys were away, we did our best to keep conversation good. I don't know if how many people followed. You know, it was a very BF. I don't know if how many people followed BF challenge by. I can't remember his name now, but yeah, it was. I can't remember his name now, but yeah, it was great. On this issue, it was great. On this issue, my resolve has been dampened months or even years since Tinubu took over, because I know the work when I put in during the 2023 election at zero cost. the Peter Obi campaign organization, I didn't reach out to them to send me money. I didn't want to. I was doing it because I was driven for, hopefully, for a change for this country. Money on that, also that process as well, you know. And when I saw the movement, you know, after the October 1 rally for Peter Obi, you know, I felt that promise that is it possible that in Nigeria this around an individual under my own leadership, somebody will raise his hand and say, I'm donating 10 caps. Say, oh, I'm donating 15 t-shirts. Somebody will say, I'm donating. How we funded that movement. We did town crying in the city, going at PVC collection. You know, we hired buses to TED points to go to PVC collection centers. You know, on getting there, of course, INEC cannot organize. We had people on ground to make sure that, oh, if you are time here, if we go
My
one by one.
My brother Vazi, let me cut in because many people have to talk. I beg, spare us. We all know what we did during the election. I beg, let's just run on
Yes,
to our topic today. I beg.
the reason,
Don't journey because we all passed through
yeah,
that
no, the
journey.
reason why I'm saying this, the reason why I'm
Just
saying
go
this,
through
I'm
what we
going
did,
back
I beg,
to,
please. Thank you.
yeah, Saddam, the reason why I'm going back to memory lane is in vain. It is a mark that I bear to say I fought and I'm still. Those of us who fought and are fighting, we're paying a huge price for it, right? Can no longer buy a bag of rice that we normally buy before in planning our resources. That Tinubu and his gang, they are now trying to recruit us into their criminality. That if you are a legitimate earner in Nigeria, you are a nobody. If you are legitimately earning in Nigeria, you are a nobody. One, inflation will eat up you doing deals and kickback in offices until you start joining the AP, no mind them, going to screaming about no mind them, a senior special advisor to the Edo State government. Until you do that kind of thing, APC will not recognize you. And we are saying we will not accept it. Come 2027, all efforts to dampen those that probably they are afraid of their skeleton in their cupboard. The skeleton that EFCC is already dusting. Sure, Peter Obi had no governor that came out openly to support him. I don't know if they supported him privately. There was no House of Rep. Results were coming from polling youths. Peter Obi was not winning with 3-4 votes. Peter Obi was giving gaps to both APC and PDP. There was no governor. There was no senator behind this man. But there were the Nigerian people. And those people were still here. Yes, we've been affected by the draconian economic situation, which is deliberate. Tinubu said it. Reduce the purchasing power of the people. He said it during the campaign. Reducing the, whatever that means, expand the tax net. He said it. And that's what he has done. His minions and people like us. Osibajo, who we know as a man who is capable, because we saw him in Lagos when he was the commissioner for justice, the social justice in Lagos. A template that is still being used across Nigeria. Osibajo was reduced to nothing as a vice president. We saw the ice cream seller, who is currently the vice president, who was going around rabble-rousing during the campaign. We see how they've reduced him. Now we're even hearing that he's not been given access to the president. Is that what we want from Peter Obi? We want all our efforts to be used and dumped? God forbid. It's better Peter Obi will not contest 2027 election than to say he wants to become a Peter Obi contest as a second fiddle. Count me out. Count me out. If Peter Obi is not the frontline runner for the presidential election in 2027, then let's forget this. Because I will not relegate the man I'm hoping will change my situation around for condolence visit. Not around for yet. To send a message that it don't all over again. I am very confident by God sparing our life come 2027. A lot of us here, most of us here, will see a new Nigeria bettered. And that new Nigeria will benefit Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. A new Nigeria that will see you as a human being first. A new Nigeria whereby if a vehicle jam you, we will investigate it whether it's a terrorist act or it's an accident. A new Nigeria where there will be an accident on the express, there will be an emergency rescue service to lift you. A new Nigeria that will see destitute on the road and house them and give them capacity of training, give them capacity to survive and succeed. A new Nigeria that will see the Nigerian youth as the beacon of hope for this country. A new Nigeria that will empower the Nigerian youth to do more, even better than China. That is the new Nigeria that is coming. And that new Nigeria will be bettered by us. Finally, I gave a military man a lift recently. And I asked him, I said, Oga, this matter, what's going on? Why are you people allowing Boko Haram to demystify the Nigerian army? I mean, some of us that were born not yesterday, we know the story of the Nigerian army. We know how they did, what they did in Sierra Leone. We know what they did in Liberia. You know, heroic effort in this country in bringing peace to those countries. How come the Nigerian army who did those wonders back in the day cannot even quell uprising, terrorist uprising within their backyard? And the man laughed and said, my young man, this is political. I can't go into much details, but what we know, this is political. They know exactly what they are doing. That to clear the terrorists in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, can take just 2 months. With the right equipment, with the right motivation, the Nigerian army can clear it and it is all gone. But they know what they are doing. So those people who are doing this thing, trying to terrorize Nigeria, especially those people within the APC party, you are seeing these people, you know these people. There was a report that came from Dubai listing the financiers of terrorism in Nigeria. Till today, APC as a party sat on it. Tinubu came on board, he has not even touched that report. So that means they know what they are doing. They are using this to destroy this country. For what end? I don't know. Why? Why do you want to destroy the country? For who benefits from destroying the country?
Yeah.
The country as it is, you're already making money. Why do you want to destroy it for us who are already struggling? This is the question I'm asking the APC. This is the question I'm asking their supporters. This is the question I'm asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Come 2027, we will fight for the soul of this country. I guarantee you that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Vasni. Thank you very much for your submission. Yeah. Thank you. That was quite motivating. All right. Quickly. We have so many requests, and I want to see if we can take as many persons. And everybody's making very, very strong and sensible, good submissions this evening. Thank you. All right, quickly. I'm now going to go to Gaboni. Then after
Sorry,
Gaboni,
please. Well, in just 1
yeah.
minute, please. Before we jump to Gaboni, thank you very much, Vasni. Please, guys, please. I have not heard my voice in a long time. I just want to come and ginger on a small, please. We must trend Tinubu is a one-time president. Let me put it on the jumbotron. Okay, it's up on the jumbotron already. Please, if you have forgotten how Twitter operates or how our spaces work here, we set up an agenda. We push the agenda to the very end. That's what the Vawulence Space does. Please, there's power in our numbers. There's powers in shaping narrative. We are the last week of the month. We're entering the last week of the month. And these rent seekers, these children of perdition, these children of the evil roasted corn, these children of the evil forest are working hard for their end of the month pay. So if you see them tweeting all these things you're seeing them tweet, it's not the month is ending. So they see them working hard so that they will justify their pay. So our work is to make their work more difficult. So please, guys, if you're here listening to my voice, everyone listening, please, we're trending. It's not going to if it's trending now, there's no attribute that comes to us. It is for the Nigeria, it's for the world to know that we're saying it verbatim, for Tinubu to know that Tinubu, you're a one-term president. It is one term for you. If you change Nigeria from now in the next 2 years, we can now say, okay, this is the justification. I say you're not, but you have no even right. Tinubu is either mad or he's drunk by his cocaine dealings that he's even thinking of contesting for 2027. It is madness. What is your scorecard? What have you done to Nigerians? I will say, okay, Nigerians, this is what I'm going to campaign on. What is it? All the achievements is that all the politicians are coming to APC. That is your achievement. Tinubu, what have you done on security? Alcoa is now in APC. Tinubu, what have you done in healthcare? And Governor Sharif is now in APC. Tinubu, what have you? If you ask him anything he has done, it is you point politician and he has got APC. Nothing to show. And he has audacity to say he wants to come out again. So please, guys, let us, with our voices, with our tweets, let him understand that he's the one-term president, whether he likes it or not. Thank you. One Ninja, please, back to you. Let's be our next speaker.
Yeah. Please, I beg. Make me the refresh trend table like say nah this thing. I'm scrolling on trend table. Please let's make tweet with that hashtag. All right, quickly, let me just go now. We are going to go in this particular order here. Where are they? How they don't drop? Okay, we are going to go in this particular order. Gaboni. After Gaboni, the Nigerian citizen. Then I'll take a female, so I'll go to Rita. I'll take it from there. Maybe by the time Harry comes back, we'll
And
get it.
also, please, we see all of you requesting for the mic. Just be patient with us. We'll bring you guys up. The request line is crazy, but to reach everybody, please be patient there. Thank you.
Gaboni, sharp.
Yeah, thank you. Today has been a day of, should I call it an emotional day for me, because the day just started with so many rubbish posts coming up today, and you understand that it was all targeted and it was all planned, and you understand that these people have been, contracted and paid to do the stuff. My happiness is that a lot of us countered this their stupid narrative today. It is so sad. It is so sad that we have Nigerians in their 20s and 30s or early 40s that have seen how this country is going, that have seen that went to school and understand that with the trajectory this country is going in the next 20 years, even they themselves will not be able to survive with the way the country is going. But they've chosen to side with these evil politicians just to discourage Nigerians. I went on Facebook and I made a post about this whole rubbish that's happening. And the feelers I have, the comments I have still gave me hope that Nigerians are tired of APC. Tinubu is scared. The APC are scared. Fear they catch them. For them to start now, it's for you to understand how much they are scared. First and foremost, Tinubu knows, the APC knows that he will not win the election in 2023. They know the right result and they know to be won the election. So what they are trying to do now is to make sure that they have governors in the states to be won, so that they can be able to do their magic. But they forgot that those states P2B won were not Labour Party states before P2B won them. They forgot that in 2023, Delta State was not the Labour Party state. Edo State was not the Labour Party state. Plateau was not the Labour Party state. Abuja was not the Labour Party state. Lagos was not the Labour Party state. But in those states were the states of Nigerians who were tired and said, enough is enough. Buhari is recorded as the worst president Nigeria has ever produced. But believe you me, Tinubu is doubling that record. Now, Tinubu, who is becoming worse than the worst president of Nigeria ever recorded, is having in mind that he wants to come for his second term, and is now doing so much to call Nigerians. My happiness is, even for Christians, if you read the book of Judges, the story of Gideon and the 300 Israelites that God used to defeat millions of Midianites. What God did was, there were so many of these Israelites that were going to this war, but God continued to slash them down and continue to reduce them until they were only 300. And why did God do that? God did it because he does not want those people to think that they defeated the Midianites by their own power. He wants them to know that, say, now me do one. And that is what is playing out. The PDP is gone now. Now, all the politicians in this country want to come together. The PDP governors have said that on Tinubu's mandate, they stand. Now, you understand that this election is now a coalition of the governors, of the House of Rep members, of the senators, all saying Tinubu unopposed. Now, it's now an election of these ruiners, according to Telefile Timi, according to versus these ruiners versus the suffering Nigerians. Please, my dear obedience, my dear violencers, those of us with big handles, this is the time we should not sleep. Each time we see these, there, and I think on the podcast, David Unai said something. He said we should stop defending. We should be the aggressors. In fact, tomorrow, please let this Tinubu is a one-term president. Let it be trending. If you go to my timeline, you see sometimes when I will post, I will just copy it like 5 times and I'll capital it and I will post it. Let us be showing it in their faces. Let us be the attackers and not the defenders. Let us not wait for them to go to their WhatsApp meeting first. Let us be putting it in their face for them to be seeing it, for Nigeria to be seeing it, that Tinubu is the one-term president too. He is a one-term president. We should make them see it every blessed day. If it is one post you are going to post every day till 2027, please post it. We must remind them every day that Tinubu is a one-term president. Every day. Let us be telling them. Let it be ringing in their heads. So that even when those influencers of doom, how can you see that Nigerians are suffering? The IMF, the World Bank just brought a release now that become poorer in 2020 by 2027. But this evil blood-sucking, blood money eaters that call themselves influencers. How can a young Nigerian, God, anything will make me eat money that will cause the pain of Nigerians? God, now make I don't see that day. Anything will make me eat money that will lead to the suffering of my fellow Nigerian. Hi. It is painful. But obedience, this is not a case of this. Let's see, it don't be. This is the only country we have. Tinubu cannot win this election. He knows. That's why he's starting this movement 2 years before, because he knows he's not popular and he knows Nigerians have the upper hand. We must to every day we must put it in their face that Tinubu is a coalition with Nigerian people. Is a coalition.
A man who has brought himself out. A Peter whom has long left with his heart in money. He is going from play. Obviously, everyone knows that if this kind of a person is in Aso Villa today, he will use our commonwealth for we the people and not himself. Deji Adeyonju, a barrister for that matter, is saying that this person should not contest. So if Deji is saying a Peter Obi should not contest, then who is he saying should, as in, is the right person to be in Nigerians? Like, seriously, a lot of things are happening already. The governors, the non-political office holders yet, need to see that are decamping to APC. The same APC that called for a probe when cattle died in Plateau State. And they could not call for a probe when over 50 persons were killed in the same Plateau State. These guys are decamping to the party that has reduced Nigerians to the point that a 40-year-old guy does not even know the color of 50,000 naira. A lot of them today are jobless on the streets of Nigeria. A 40-something-year-old man does not have a wife and is not even thinking of getting rated from the sheets. The Bible says that the wheat will be separated from the shaft. So this phase that we are in currently in our nation is a huge one for us. Because now we are beginning to know those who really have the interest of we Nigerians, who just are doing it for their stomach sake. Time that the new Nigeria comes, we will not be mistaking the goats for the sheep, nor the wheat, or nor the shaft for the wheat. So as many who wants to decamp to the party that has reduced drink today, these are the same parties you are decamping to because you want to keep lying to yourself and the word that Tinubu is working. No wahala. Keep decamping. Thank God May 2nd is around the corner. Fellow Nigerians, Nigeria may be here today, but one thing we must remember is that nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. We are here today does not mean we are going to be here forever. We will rise. And
English,
at the time we
English,
rise,
English. Wait, please, I beg. Wait me a second, please.
my mouth you won't take here say far with the growth it abi. No wahala. Wait for May 2nd. E no far again. It's just around the corner. Just wait for it. Oh my God. So guys, Nigeria will rise again. And for Nigeria to get to that place where that brother talked about that it will be for the Eagles, it will be for the Hausers, it will be for the Robos, it will be for everybody. Like it will work for everybody. We need this separation to happen. A for B or B for A. You will look and see A and you know this is A. You look and see B, you know this is B. You say A, go here, B, go there. With ease. So guys, don't give up on Nigerians. Let's not give up on Nigerians because when it's getting tough like this, it means that a bright future is ahead. Again, now who F up? Who give up? Now F up. We can't afford to give up now. We can't afford to give up now. It is my prayer that God will preserve our lives. Those of us that need in Nigeria that will work for every Nigeria. God will preserve our lives to see that Nigeria that we have been praying for. Oh my God, who is this caller? I'm so sorry. Am I still being heard? I'm wrapping up. Can you guys still hear me, please? Oh my God. Okay,
Go
thank you,
on,
thank
wrap up,
you,
please.
thank you. So I want to wrap up with this. For those who are playing God in Nigeria currently, I have a message for not be even me safe. Now Bible get message for them. Proverbs 21. Let me be sure if it's Proverbs. Yes. Proverbs 21 verses 1 says, it said that the heart of a king is in the hand of the Lord, and that God twists the heart of a king to wherever it pleases him. So you who is saying an elected governor should come and beg you because you feel you are God right now, hear this and hear very good. Your heart belongs to say we can sleep today, no wake up. You go sleep, you no go wake up. Whoever God chooses to say sleep and don't wake up, that person will sleep and not wake up. So please stop playing God because people like you have done that before, and today they don't leave this earth go, and God still remains God, and it will remain God even after this world pass away. A brand new Nigeria is possible. Thank you guys. I yield.
Thank you very much, Rita. Thank you. Thank you for that submission. Guys, let me remind you guys again. We are trending. Tinubu is a one-term president. First of all, let me say well done to everybody. Okay, see, that's why I don't like. Okay, maybe it's just on my side. Anyways, that's why I said it was not. Maybe because I said it was showing small, you people have stopped. Please, let's keep using the hashtag, not just for during this space, but even after this space. But for now, before we leave this space, before we close, let that hashtag be on the trending table comfortably. I actually saw it like before, I think before Rita spoke or somebody, but now it's at least on my side, anyways. Now it's no longer there. So please let's use that hashtag. And let me remind you guys, for those of you that maybe did not see Saddam's show that was aired featuring David Undeyi. I don't know how. You see, I've not talked about that show on this place today because I don't think it's a show that I can talk about. I think it's just something that you watch, and after I finished watching it, I don't know if you have ever attended a class, right? As in school class, whether in primary or secondary or any school you were at any point, and you felt overloaded with knowledge, like you are trying to remember some of the things, and everything seems so important. So that's how it felt. It was I don't know. It was a bombshell.
Well, let me just come in briefly.
Yeah.
I'll play a very short snippet from it, but I just want to just retouch on this something that Nigerians are not. Well, not even. You see that these guys overwhelm us with a whole lot of problems every day that we will forget how criminalized government is. 10 billion naira for solar. 10 billion naira for solar in Aso Rock. 10 billion. The kind thief wey Tinubu and him gang be, and you see Nigerians that we go to generator charging station tomorrow to charge their phone. We come out here and defend them, and that's how I was thinking. Okay, let me even clear most Nigerians. I had this mindset that because I started seeing that these Ronu boys, it's like they're making noise. I see some of them I'm like, when these people they get moral, is it that Nigerians not handling them? And I felt, and I think many of you are feeling the same way. Many of us don't even know this. So I'll play it here for those that have listened, probably watched the show. Yes, but just listen to David. David opened my eyes that day. I was like, wow. I was thinking that I was conversing. If I go to a point and say that if I don't see your picture, or I just go and check your tweet, just anyone that reply you, just look at these animals. Go and check their tweets. They never tweet. All they do is reply. These are APC bot handles. And actually, they are in their thousands. But let me allow David to do that explanation in just a few minutes, please. Then we'll come back to our speakers, please. And do you know something else? I wish I could pull up a post by one of the. I don't know if it's really an over or somebody, but I think he's posted as an over on Twitter. Even dignify such people with a response. Like David. I know, David. You don't want to dignify this response, but I know why I'm asking it because it is going mainstream. So watch the media space, right? I've seen so many tweets. I don't know if you've not seen them, but there are tweets that it is Peter Obi that he went to church and said, "Church, take back your country." And Peter Obi is the one that can on religion and tribe. Who are saying because the APC supporters, they are excellent. They are world champions at being 3 people and projecting themselves as if they are 300 people. So they know how to get their voices into certain places. That they create multiple sub-puppet accounts. These people have that meeting I referenced earlier that I said it was an APC special ops meeting at the chair meeting. During that meeting, one of the things that was discussed, they claim to have over 20,000 Twitter accounts under their control. This is a relatively tiny group of people with 20,000 sub-puppet accounts under their control. So a lot of what you think of as it's going mainstream, it just is their what's the mainstream, it just is their bot network. They have a botnet that is circulating the same narratives up and down. So you think it's going mainstream. The purpose of circulating those narratives is to keep you constantly on the defensive. So you are constantly explaining yourself and constantly defending. Look, don't explain, don't defend, attack. The only way to win is to attack. There has never been a successful defensive war in human history. Let me leave it there for those that have not watched it. Please just go and you can get everything that David said. I was blown away. These guys have a botnet with over 20,000 accounts on X. So when you think you're tweeting with, you're not tweeting with a well-planned, orchestrated botnet that just come out here. Someone like that, Animal Farm. He has account for all the species of snakes. He has account for all the species of. That one can have like maybe he will tweet and use all the 1,000 to retweet. So when you see things going on, I see them like it is them. They have a special account. So we on our own that we don't have these resources that they have. Guys, we have to work 2 times harder than these people. It's very, very, very important to understand these things. Tinubu has no supporters. His supporters don't pass 300. 300 fools. Maybe instead of 300, maybe 100 are being paid. Deceived by the psyops that these guys have been playing on us on social media. Please, guys, important to understand these things and how to shape narrative going into these next elections. That is my own 2 cents. So if you have not watched the whole clip, please, I'm going to post it on the Jumbotron for you guys. Okay, so I've seen that episode. I think it's one that the informations there are just out of this world. But let's go back to our speakers, Women Ninja. Back to you, please.
Yeah, please. I don't know why did we say please. Guys, go and watch that video. It's to be honest, Salame, when I initially started, because I knew you already said after I watched that video, I kind of imagined why you thought you needed to edit it. And you've not told me, you don't even need to respond, but I can almost read your mind that I'm sure when you were editing that video, you were trying so hard to shorten it, to remove a lot of things, but you eventually ended up not. As you know, when you don't remove something, say, "Ah, this one important, I need to leave out." You go remove it, say, "Ah, this one important, I need to leave out." That's because I, as a viewer, and I review almost anything I watch. As a viewer, when I watched it, I was like, the fact that there was no single minute I could skip. Because normally, even when I watch movies or most things, I can easily skip and also this part I'm not interested forward. Even in most things that I watch. So the fact that I couldn't see any part of that video as long as it was to skip, it's a banger. To be honest, that was very. And I knew you needed to remove so many parts. I could tell so many points where David would be talking. It looked as if I heard your voice on the background, like you wanted to say something. I edited a lot of the part where you said things so that David's own can be there. So that was a superb interview. A lot. I thought I knew Tinubu, or I thought I knew this criminal system, but I never knew there was some things to say to you. After Celebrity Housewife, I'll quickly come to Engineer Shaibu. I knew you were here before then you dropped. And after Engineer Shaibu, I'll go back to a lady in Arnett. Then we'll take it from there. Dr. Aruna, I see you.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks to the host and co-host for giving me the mic. It's nice to be here this evening and on the topic, the decamping. Well, it has not been funny recently. Speaking from my own state, Delta State, we saw what happened yesterday. For some persons that have been discussing with, I've said something like this since last year. But I know most persons may think that, may not take it serious. They say, so as it is now, going by the way the politics of the country is going, you go see everywhere don't cast. So what you go see everywhere don't cast. So what are we doing? It is now them, masses versus the elites. We have seen the ones that call themselves politicians buying politicians. We have seen it. What is next? Hold for us. And I know we have also seen or heard that INEC is trying to push this. When the speculation starts coming, this kind of ungodly silence everywhere, react to things on time.
for Peter to be dead. I cannot.
He's a dead man, even with his gun. So what are we talking about? Somebody will die, and somebody will die one day. So there is no fear in all these things they are doing. Tinubu has lost the election already because he's a man that fears that coerces people to join him. You want first term, decamp to APC and finish first term. Decamp to APC and finish first term. What makes you think that Fubara will allow you at the end of the first term to rig the election? Man is terribly wicked, deceitful above all things. Who can know it? But it is out. Not his own life. He has no insurance backing him. Let Nigerians bond together and say this is doable. Doable under rain, under sun, under terrible conditions. I've listened to David's interview with Emir Sadan and I said, this man is evil. How we ever allowed him to get in there is what I don't know. I knew he was evil. I didn't know he was more horrible than I knew. But God helping us. PDP is dead. All the coalition is dead. The only coalition in existence, I wrote it in one of my listens today, one of the things I tweeted today, I said, the hungry Nigerians, the ones who can't get into schools, the ones who have no health care, the ones who have no water, the ones who are not able to amount to anything in this country as at now, it will be us and the elites, political elites, and God helping us. We are more than them. We will defeat them and defeat INEC. I yield the mic.
Thank you very much, Madam Annette. Thank you, and it's good to hear your voice again. All right, quickly, I'm going to go over to Dr. Aruna, then I'll come to Olusegun, after which I'll go to Inem.
Please, we have a long list. So if your hands are not up, we'll have to drop you for that people to come up, please.
Yeah, Dr. Aruna, are you there?
No, yeah, we're in Nigeria. Good evening from Lagos, Nigeria. Emir Saddam. Thank you, Mommy Bolanle, and other violencers on this space. This madness has to stop. It is real madness. It has to stop. It has to stop. If you talk about the state of the nation, it is not good to talk about right now. And this madness has to stop. Emir Saddam, I am one of the most happiest person when I discovered that Vawulence Space is back. And I can tell you for free, we are their nightmare. The obedient movement and P2B himself, we are the nightmare of APC. Whatever they are doing right now, it's like, gasping for air because Tinubu is a rejected fellow. He's rejected, he's dejected. He's someone whose record does not have any form of coloration that represent any iota of integrity. Everything about him is, he's seasoned with impunity, he's seasoned with rascality, he's seasoned with shameless autocratic influence. And that is what we are seeing right now. Look, I have the right to say that the result of 2027 election might have been written already. But we are the one that would force them not to implement their counsel. Yes, because all these decamping are just mind game. They are psychological strategy. That is just it. Because Okowa decamping, when he was a vice presidential aspirant to Atiku, he couldn't win his own state. So Okowa is just one man, one vote. He doesn't have any political value to me. As far as I'm concerned, when you come to South, Southeast, these are people that you cannot just corner them into your pocket. They have the mind of their own. And just as Emir Saddam have said, 2027 is going to be war for war. They threatened Jonathan then that if Jonathan should rig the election or make sure the election does not go their way, they are going to form a parallel government. We will not form a parallel government. We will take over the government, because you cannot have a government without the people. These people that are decamping, they are decamping for their own selfish interests. They are decamping for their own selfish interests. And I can say this. I can say it without missing words. If this government will spend $10 billion or 10 billion to fix Aso Rock, to give Aso Rock, is it solar panel, whatever, solar energy or whatever, I can tell you for free, it symbolizes the fact that Tinubu government has failed, and the minister of power should go and bury his head in shame. They should go and bury their head in shame. And whoever is defending this criminality, I can tell you for free, you won't have a story to tell your generation. If you are defending this criminality, you won't have a story to tell your generation. Some people's brain has been permanently hijacked. They have been bought over. They have been kept in a particular self-contained. All they do is to tweet for APC. But the time will come, all their evil will find them, it will locate them. Because as far as I'm concerned, Nigerian people will redeem this country. And the redemption may even come earlier than even 2027. Because we can't continue with this madness. This state capture, we can't continue with it. If Abacha, even the military regime, is not as worse as this Tinubu's regime. Tinubu is the most terrible cancer I've ever seen. Is the most high-spreading cancer I've ever seen. It's spreading in a geometric form. It's spreading too fast. It's taking over all the vital organs. And we must rise up as a people to stop this madness. This is madness. This is absolute madness. We can't have a nation. Okay, I don't know, how do we get to this place? Why are all these lawmakers, all these senators, all these governors, why are they not learning from the like of Ike Kweremadu? With all the money he made being in politics, he couldn't build a standard, transplant center, whether kidney transplant, heart transplant center in any part of Nigeria for the daughter to have a transplant. But he went, so people should learn. Whatever they are doing today, it will hurt them down. And that is what Ekweremadu is facing today. If they don't learn it, we will show them that, look, Nigeria belongs to the people. And Emir Saddam, this fire must not go down. It must not go down. We must tell them, look, this is going to be war. And during campaign, Peter Obi and the like-minded people that are supporting him must let Tinubu and his evil cohort, the elites that are so corrupt, that are supporting his impunity and rascality, we must let them know that enough is enough. We can't tolerate this anymore. We must start working now. The coalition we are going to have is going to be the coalition of the people against this criminal entity. That is what we are going to do. And that is how we can only have a country that we can call our own. I won't say much, but let's keep the ball rolling.
Okay.
Let's start organizing. Let's start strategizing. I tell you for free, Tinubu is gasping for air. The North will reject him, and they will reject him in totality. Tinubu defeat is going to come, and it will be so easy, because even those he thought they are with him, they are going to a kind of work against him, because the people will rise up. And if the people rise up, you don't have any reason not to be on the side of the people. Thank you, Emir Saddam. Thank you, women in Nigeria. Let me just end here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Dr. Aruna. Thank you very much. Guys, reminder, we are trending Tinubu is a one-term president. He's on the Jumbotron. With a picture, if you are just joining, you don't need to make, you don't, just type Tinubu, hashtag Tinubu is a one-term president, put the picture, shike, now that's all. Don't even put, no explain too much, no need for too much shalaye if you know the. So let's go. It's trending already, but we need it to be trending solid. Thank you, and thanks to everybody that have actually made it. So say, and for that trend table now, because I don't the I no go lie, I don't dey look this place this year. I be we not be not true say about do many pass like this Tinubu supporters. I mean, when I'm looking at the retweets, sometimes I'll be like, this is not normal. Like when we say we repost the space, then I look at it, I see we have 800 person now, like 700 thereabouts, and repost is like 300. I'll just be asking myself that maybe this thing is true. Maybe we are just, maybe there are some Abado supporters. But I want to believe that the sum of you that have not reposted the space are those that maybe you are cooking, you are using earpiece, so your hand is not close to your phone. I'm giving you people excuse in my mind. But seeing the trend table, I see that that compliments. So please let's keep using the hashtag. All right, I'm gonna go from there.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dan. Thank you, everyone on this. Be well done. An obedient here from Akwa Ibom State just shared a thought with me today. An obedient here from Akwa Ibom State just shared a thought with me today. And when he called me, I just saw his call. Promise now said that we are too much on the skate on the attack. Let us be on the attacking side. Let us attack them daily. With what? With all the nonsense going on in your corner, in my corner. We've seen video quietly, no shouting. Post it however you can. Let something be trending. Let something just be flying. Big handle, small handle, whatever. Let's just see. I think this will stay so much anger in the hearts of Nigerians. More of it daily. Something that you see every day. You may not be interested at first when you see the video. Then you see the video another day, another video. Then you see another video from all angles of this nation. Do you know if we push out videos of the pains people are going through in our corners, we will go a long way so that the anger will build up in such a way that, in fact, nobody will even be proud to open his or her mouth to say he's a APC supporter. You won't even have that liver because people are looking for who to even kill. People are looking for who to slap. In fact, somebody is moving around at the Tinubu for life. This is what we should do. Let us get to the attacking side, and that attack should be very fierce, should be deadly. Whatever you see is not making sense. Whatever you see should not be like that. Make a video about it. Talk about it. Let us push it out. Dambelo was doing it very well at the northern side with language. However you can. Let's push it. Whatever will stay the anger of Nigerians to the point that nobody cares about no bullets, nobody cares about nothing, nobody cares about charm. Because we have to start building that capacity very early. Anger is a weapon. It's a very big weapon. And when we get to that level in fact, in Nigeria, many people have access to Android phone. Many people, even in villages, even in one place, people will gather and be watching something on the phone. Let this anger get through. Whatever you can video, whatever you can see, whoever you can interview, however we can stay this anger, so that the anger in the hearts of Nigerians will be like election for be tomorrow. That is the only way. You see, we don't tire. Since 2022, when the Vawulence Space, we don't talk. We don't try, and it's good. And the talk is very good. Now it's back to back, no breathing space. Whatever you can just exhume. Let's get to work. Nobody should stay at defense again. No, we are attacking, and that we should do it with everything we own. Everything, nothing should remain. Thank you. I yield.
Thank you very much, Inem. Thank you for that submission. All right, quickly, I'm going to move now to I'll come to Justice.
Saddam, for the opportunity. So, my angle is about this recent wave of social media gaslighting and manipulation that just kicked off ahead of 2027. We can actually tug this rope to our side if we are ready to match aura for aura. They are already in panic mode and have already started activating their campaign robots, the likes of Deji, Showore, and many other affordable political jobber men. See, blocked these guys
Wait,
before.
ordinary girl, what you call this? Sorry. You say affordable what?
They are affordable political jobber men. The government will be giving them better than they are getting. They are still in one place, rotating in one place, collecting the same thing year in, year out. So, yes, affordable political jobber men. See, if you have already blocked these guys, this is my personal angle. If you have already blocked these guys before, unblock them. Unblock them. We need to gather, film their shame, film and where, then cut the camera on top their head. Unblock them. Last time I blocked them, block, because they nearly
Who be
killed
this
me.
way does the drop fire? Go ahead.
You know, like if you block them because of mental health, you need to drop mental health. If not, these people will finish you to the point that you don't even have money to buy anxiety drug for that your mental health problem by the time the thing start real in 2027. These people, if you have blocked them, go and unblock them. So that when they post poop, to create fear and to make Nigerians resign to fatalism, respond before the post gets cold. Mess up their comment section so that when they check it, they will see how stupid the masses see them to be. And they will understand that we are definitely matching aura for aura this time. How one Deji, one Pamileri go post, like 1,000 of us go come dey worry for two people, two cookie with bad record everywhere, with smelly mud rubbed on their body. This one has a murder case, this one agege bread, this one, and they go post and we go worry. So people suppose humble them, humble them on their comment section. We go they worry, we go they explain. There's a job they collect, make it hard for them. Be the risk face before they hand them that paycheck because they know they deliver accordingly. Because we didn't let them deliver accordingly. Blocking them is for their advantage. I have unblocked all those people. Tackle them till na then go run block you. Me, I've unblocked them. I even set notification for buy your non-nuga post today because you see those insults when no they see, I go put them for your face. I don't set notification. If I hear Kim, he must hear from me. We need to put them in place, tell them that we know what they are, and then we know who we are. See, let's make them think twice before they tweet. Segaling is a proof that anybody, any freaking person can be relegated. You see that show where that is flexing mouth around Peter Obi every time. Are you aware that Showare's blood brother, Alien Showore, is a staunch APC politician with appointments in Ondo, their hometown, and his brother actively campaigned 4+4. Showore has never abandoned that his brother, but every day he's abusing Obi for going near career politicians, for going near thief politicians. Hey, they go near old politicians. You are making friends with the old cartel. You are part of them. We need a new breed. Shut up. Who told you you are a new breed? Come on. You are just hiding under a younger brother. You don't now since you don't they talk this young man thing. You don't even notice. You don't even notice that you are old already. You are also getting old. Every day you are with the old people. You are with the old people. Same story. But you have not abandoned your brother. But everybody should isolate. You are free to go on Facebook and browse Allen Showore, Allen. If not that he is not worth it, and tell me if I'm lying. Showore is just a jealous person. See how excited he was in that video to see Ribadu. hyping Ribadu like a proper SUG president, hyping a visiting politician so that he could drop something for boys. Politician. So the question I have for that Showore, if he's here listening anonymously, is it that you, Showore, you don't mingle with old politicians, or old politicians hardly give you opportunity to come around them because they don't give you the opportunity because they know that you do not have any real political clout or relevance? If they give that noisemaker Showore opportunity, you will see how happy he will be. See how happy he was around Ribadu. If you watch that video, you will understand. He was just chattering. That's how happy he will be. Just that they don't give him, they don't send him. Nobody sends Showore, not masses, not youths, not even the thieving politicians. Because they know that he's nothing more than an English-speaking crook that is hawking paid slots for controlled opposition. Nothing more. What fits that Showore and his likes? All those people that they have hired. I'm hammering on Showore because those ones are trying to hide, claiming that they are working for the people. They are good governors, trying to position. Meanwhile, they are exactly everything you should fear. Like, they are exactly everything you should be against. You see what fits those type of people? Showore, Deji, all of them in that category, is aura for aura. You remember that former deputy governor of Kogi, Edward Onoja? Onoja did gutter for gutter saga with Showore here on Twitter and banged his ass to utter silence. Since then, you know Showore is on your case. He will continue to bully you. But you see, since that time, the man stood his ground. Since then, Showore never...
Of France or diplomats in France, we did not see him for 3 weeks. He come back. Nothing. He no even share for no biscuit for boys. Nothing. He has come back to status quo. The next thing is coming back, everybody else in the camp. Nothing you can point to that this
certificate forger of Chicago State University is panicking. I don't know for the life of me. Colonize Nigeria. I've cut him loose now. We don't know. But let us also remember, finally, next month, FBI drops the
these we're people that have no fear just by associating with Peter Obi in 20 energy tariff for Nigeria, and because they gave them 10,000 yesterday to vote for them, 20,000 to vote for them. They're living with that 10,000. Are they still living on that 20,000? Has it not finished? That is why the 2027 election, by the grace of God, just like everyone who has spoken earlier has submitted, it is it is aura for aura. When they bring gun, we should have people that are capable as well to bring gun. When they bring cutlass, we should have people that are capable to bring cutlass, and let's see how they are going to do their wayo and their ururu that they are be doing and be flying away with it. So for me as a person, their decamping does not move me. In fact, it's actually a good thing for us, the ordinary Nigerians in the street, to identify our common enemies. We are now seeing all of them that they are that have kept us in abject poverty, in abject pain, in things that in fact, look at how things are expensive today. Were they like this? Even when Buhari, who we seen as a disaster, was in power, things were not like this. But this man that say he's a master strategist, is a one-term president, and that is all. So he can never, no matter how much he buy people. In fact, look at our religious leaders. All of them seal their mouths because they are benefiting one way or the other from his government. They cannot speak. Look at the time of Jonathan. Pastors were coming out to protest against him. But what is happening today? They have all gone silent because they thought that when they talk, when they speak anything, he will come after them. Who is afraid? Is the man that is afraid to die that will never speak. After all, you speak, you die. You don't speak, you die. That is the mentality we are going to carry into 2027, and they are going to see it from Nigerians. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Lugade Kato.
Yes, please.
Koyo. I wanted Koyo. I was going to ask you, is this your first time on Vawulence Space?
Not my first time, but my first time was speaking.
Okay, because the way you said that person Sizu, who be this Who be this person we don't know prophet? Prophet NCs. Nah, yeah. That's good. Just to put it in context, the tweet you saw is a minister, a prophet, an apostle in this divine violence space.
All right.
So yeah, so I just wanted to be sure about that. Go on. Well done, well done. All right,
Thank
okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to go straight to Guardian. So I see Annie Bijuwon. Sorry if I murdered your name. And a new Nigeria is possible. I see all three of you on the speaker session, but your hands are not up. So I'm going to go to Guardian of Hope. While Guardian of Hope is speaking, I'll just hope you guys are able to raise your hand. Adamu, because sometimes Adamu, if you don't request me, I go sleep. So I don't want to pursue with all the sleep. I'm going to go straight to Guardian of Hope, and hopefully, any one of you raises your hand after within that time. If not, that will be it. Guardian of Hope. Meanwhile, Madam Rhoda, our condolences to Plateau State, to your people, to our people. I saw the picture when Peter Obi came to visit, and I saw you were there. I know you've always been there, and thank God that you've been. It's just crazy. Thank God that you've been surviving this, and I pray that you continue to live safe and sound, and this terror will not get to you and yours. Ultimately, this terror will come to an end soon. Our condolences to you and the people of Plateau State. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, well meaning. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure being here again after a very long time. Yes, it's not been easy. The challenges are just too numerous. Is it the killings, the economic hardship, and what have you? But then we're still here, we're moving. Thank God. I just want to, I don't know how to put it, but I might not speak exactly the way everyone has been speaking, and you have to forgive me. My submission is this, well meaning. What is happening on real, as in on ground? The reality is that there is a very wide gap between the obedience on space, on social media, and those on ground. Now, how do we marry these two together? We must make deliberate effort to marry the two together because they are equally important. We all have a very what influence, what role are we playing right now? Or we're waiting for next year before we start preparation. Do we wait and allow same thing to happen? Do we come to this without making more changes to happen? Do we come to this without making more changes? A lot of lapses happened. A lot of lapses happened. A lot of during the last election. Good candidates, a very credible one at that. But I'm telling you, we're all not too prepared for it. We did not strategize enough. And until we begin to realize some of these loopholes, and last election might still happen again. Whether we like it or not. Today I was in Bokos. I was even scared, certain things happened yesterday and day before yesterday. But they called us for a meeting. There was a meeting that was set for Monday, which was convened by our former gubernatorial candidate. I did not attend that meeting because I was in Bokos on Monday. So they said everybody should go back to his local government. So I decided to follow them for this meeting today. Guess what happened at the meeting? So even the man we ran for election with, I was to debate, he is no more an LP member. I'm not saying that we should be Labour right before our very eyes. And they finished from the word, now local governments by Monday, they are moving to the camp until His Excellency Peter Obi says, move. This is where we're going to remain there. A lot is happening at the grassroots. There's an exodus movement, like people are moving. Forget that there's hardship. Forget that there's hardship. Everybody's looking for a greener pasture and they are being deceived that, the grass is greener at the other side.
That are moving. Let them understand, please.
We're not giving them anything. They are leaving the obedience movement. They are all moving to APC.
So then, okay, AP is offering them good health, something that is making them feel comfortable.
Exactly. Regardless, comprehend. How can I be suffering, inflicting this pain on me? It's true. Just come together and then talk while others are doing would you go and snatch it? Tinubu was not in power when he became president. This man is on the seat. Forget that he's panicking. When we're going to Bokos, I was like, is this jazz or something? How can people be suffering and then moving to APC? The middle belt, at least we should be grateful. Some policies that Tinubu is making is in our favor, for passing the bill of this middle belt. Imagine their own thoughts. Imagine their own thoughts. So everybody has one thing he's looking at. But then, as a movement, who believes in good governance? As a movement, who believes in good governance? Power. Tinubu has given us the tips.
Mapped out they must have marshaled out the plan. I think the plan is there. It would be nice if we have people who come together and collapse, and if it's called a coalition, if it's called whatever, support him. But if not, I think it's doable. I think it's extremely doable. There's enough time, and now everybody knows, that the elections, just win on that day, forget about whatever happens, just make sure that you get enough votes to force INEC to declare you as winner. Forget about the courts, forget about any type of adjudication, again, I think for those of us, we also have to sell this message to ourselves and to people that we know, that don't let nobody tell you that he cannot be defeated. He's not God. He has the same way he has run Lagos is, this divide and rule. When election time comes, say this candidate is an Igbo candidate, he's now extending that same thing to Nigeria. I don't think he doesn't thrive on elections and the good thing is that as president, you can't be in 36 states at the same time. You have to, delegate. And I think that's why he's trying to get strong men, so to speak. But the will of the people, is way more than strong men. I think if you take NSAS, for example, where these politicians just having a couple of days of, demonstrations, these guys were running helter-skelter. So I don't think they are that bold, especially now knowing that, he doesn't have the core knot, I don't think he's going to want to, try and do anything when he's unpopular. And we need to find a way to get more people to come out and vote. I think if the higher the number of turnout, chances of him losing, a low turnout suits him 100%. And I think that'll be all.
Thank you for the space. That's I mean, I think that's like, that was, just thank you very much. Remove Tinubu from presidency today? No. Is that the only thing we need to rig its way in 2027? Drop. It drop. The major battle now is like the psychological battle. To be honest, leave it till 2027. I repeat, if we choose to leave it till 2027, it is 27. It is fine. Do that. It is inevitable. It's inevitable. People like we did last time, people might get the same high number of votes. Might have. It's not jinxing. I can tell you for sure that the Supreme Court. I'm glad you made it very clear that even the boxes that the court said in the PPT that some of others not loopholes. For me, it was just excuses. I had this conversation with somebody. I said post. So in that PPT, they said, and I can almost tell you for free, and not just Okpena, I mean everybody, that Supreme Court not where we are at and what we need to do. What's only left is how we can apply ourselves to do it. That's why we are here. That's why we're talking to ourselves, but to also extend it to other people. So please, all this talk I've been saying is to tell you that use this hashtag. Tinubu is a one-term president, and any other hashtag that comes up, just keep speaking it. Just keep ensuring people know that this is all psychological warfare, and the only way we can overcome it is to make sure that the police be ready for them. We are ready for them. So on that note, I'll say thanks to everybody for coming. Apologies to, we're able to take a lot of people actually. Apologies to the very few persons that we couldn't take, at the end. Hopefully we'll be back again next week, Thursday. So Saddam.
All right, thank you very much, my brother. Guys, thank you very much. I think we have come to the end of that session of the Vawulence Space. I think needed to happen, and thank you to every one of you that contributed. Those that could not speak, please, it's not intentional. We try to bring as many people as possible because today's conversation is one that needed to be heard and heard loud and clear. When I've already summed everything up, I think it's important to understand that narrative shaping is a duty that every one of us hold. Nobody knows what's going to happen in 2027. Tinubu does not know whether he will even. Nobody even knows. Nobody's promised tomorrow. No matter how healthy you think you are, nobody's promised tomorrow. Nobody's promised next year. Nobody's promised 2027. Nobody knows what will happen for 2027. So that he's planning now, he's planning to fail because the only Nigeria in this